Guy straight in. But it never goes down. Now it's just Portal alive. Poor Soul in a 1-versus-1. He cannot do it.
Hello everyone and welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split South Asian Semi-Finals, and this is the last day of the Semi-Finals, day number 6. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, being joined again by Ocean Sharma. And if you guys are wondering why there's a lemon on the table, I think Ocean's gonna let you know.
I mean, so today there's a little bet going on between us two amazing, incredible casters, and I am more incredible than him. I just wanted to state that. So yeah, a bet is being made out there, and the matter of the fact is, we are gonna pick some teams each and pre each and every match, and we are gonna see. Suppose I pick Team A, he picks Team B. If my team at the end of the match is at a higher standing than his team, then he is gonna have a lemon shot.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. If my team is lower, then I'm gonna have it. But that is gonna happen at the end of the day. So you know what's at stake out here. 5 lemon shots.
There's gonna be 4 games. We'll pick a team for each game, and we'll pick one team for the overall as well. And there are certain rules. So for game-wise, we'll have to pick teams from Group B and C. And for the overall, we can't pick any of the top 8 teams.
Yeah, overalls we can't pick any of the top 8 teams. We'll be picking up a team before the overall standing shows at the end of the day. But then
no, we'll be picking the overalls right now as well.
Oh yeah, we'll be picking the overall. Sorry, right now, not the end of the day, because that's gonna be something. So that and we are gonna pick each and every team, and as we are going to get some points, we'll see who actually gets so many lemon shots, and so are the teams that have their points distributed among them. As you know, the placement points are out there. First position gets 20 points, second gets 14, then 10. And after that, it's a story of a single point that gets degraded till the 10th position, and 11 to 16 is out there with a single point, and 1 kill for 1 point. Yeah. So how many kills do you think we are going to get on each other?
I have no idea. I think that only time will tell. But it is going to be interesting nonetheless.
Nepal teams
have been pretty volatile. Apart from the teams in the top 8,
Rising Nepal, Elementrix, Jyanmaara vibes, Deadeyes, PN Gaming, Soti Squad, Pyro,
end of it. But then this is the squad roster, ladies and gentlemen. The Group A that has done with their good and bad. As you can see, Rivals X, Nepali Ho Ni, INES, Team Xtreme, 7Cs, Team Hype. They have played all their games, but these are the two groups. As Group B is right on the screen, they have a chance to actually, you know, some of the teams have a chance to come back to the top position if they play their cards right. Some of the teams have a chance to, you know, just stay in top 16 if they play their cards right. A1 Esports will have to look out for that team, as that team, you know, can actually do wonders if they go for it. And today's the last day. 4 games that are lined up. Erangel, Sanhok, Miramar makes an appearance. Good for TDP probably, and Erangel once again. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see. The schedule was in front of us, and teams from Group A are done with their matches, as Ocean stated out. So they are just gonna sit there in the stream and just watch and wonder if that But we were talking about this earlier. Most of the teams from Group A are pretty safe.
Guys.
Most of them are pretty safe. And talking about safe as of now, like PN Gaming, I mean, the safest team, they still have matches, but the safest team out there, 209 points. No team is contesting them out. INES, like, look at this thing. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. I mean, till 6th position.
Yeah.
They have been good with their 16 games right now. 162 points, 161 points, 150. But the team that is gonna matter is 1971 Gladiators. How far they can climb, because there are no negative marks. No negative points, sorry, not the marks. There are no negative points. So even with one single point, you are going to climb up the ladder slowly and steadily. Rising Nepal will be out there on the 8th position. Let's see where Gladiators and Nepal start from, because they both have 146. So if I have to, you know, pick up the team, if anything, I'm going to pick someone from both of these. But then we'll come back to that later. So the next one is out there, like 146 and 2 teams with 146. 2 teams with 144. So let's see what happens.
126.
So once again, the volatility I was talking about is going to be present, because Nepali Ho Ni, Deadeyes Guy, both teams with 144 points. On the other side, R3D Devils. There is a slight difference because R3D Devils are on the 11th position, sitting at 127
T2K with 105.
Wolves Den,
okay.
Once again, the volatility coming into play because Wolves Den less than R3D, 126 for them. Salty Squad is at 124. Jyanmaara is at 118. But once again, the gap sort of suddenly increases because Trust D Process is at 106. Then T2K is at 105. So interesting situation that, it is once again going to come down to the few kills. Who can get those extra kills? But moving on to the last sort of danger zone. Something that comes to vision instantly is going to be KS Axe with all 16 games played, but still 102 points. So for them, I think it is pretty much over.
Elementrix, Sam Class, Pyro, and A1 Esports have all played.
30.
I am really sorry for that.
Yeah,
12 games.
Yeah, and they have a chance to get up the ladder as well right now. But A1 Esports, it's gonna be much more difficult than you can imagine right now. I mean, 4 games all should be a chicken for them. If they lose in even the single game.
Right now as
the game is like pick a team.
For the overall.
Rising Nepal is mine. Pick
a team.
Hello.
Right? No, for this match.
For this match, you picked Rising Nepal. I'll go with Salty Squad.
Alright, so this is on, ladies and gentlemen, as the war out there and war out here is on. From Georgia Bowl to Lipovka, Prison is out there and the teams are going for vibes, as you know, who likes to go to Sarki. They are going to that area. KTM is coming to the downward side, if anything. Elementrix, Elementrix was his name, I just forgot. But okay, Elementrix is out there just going for it. DE will go for their drop in... Rozok, if I'm not wrong. PN, once again, a team that is just sitting on top of the mountain.
TDP
So let's see which team ends up where. You have picked up Salty and I have picked Rising Nepal. So guys, if you have a bad game, trust me, we are gonna either one of us is gonna have a bad day. So we're gonna see what happens in all of those things. But right now, this is the first game for today, ladies and gentlemen. PL Blend on your screen.
Anyways, first match started.
Let's see what comes to the point and let's see where the circle ends.
Yeah, and like always in the neighbor fashion, Salty and A1 Esports going towards the Yasna Poliana side. On the other side, T2K taking control of the Georgia Pole area once again. So hot drops are never contested in competitive play. That is one thing I guess the viewers by now would have noticed, because it is going to be those isolated areas wherein the teams sort of try and play mind games. Alright, most people are not going to land there, so we are going to take control of this entire location. But sometimes the cities, the big cities like Yasna Poliana, Pochinki or Milta, those cities sometimes do get contested just because of the amount of cover that you can get from those houses being there. On the other side, Elementrix, they are going to look to rotate. Usually they go towards the southwestern side of Erangel, but this time the trajectory not favoring them. They are going to have to go for a car ride.
Final match and out there Rising Nepal's Crazy. What are you doing, bro? You are going to cost me a lemon shot out there. But then Crazy is just going out there.
It's not going to be a shot. You will have to eat a lemon slice.
I hate you. So Crazy is just moving out there, and okay, this is different. I mean, Rising Nepal's players are on Milta, and one of their players were out there in that Milta. Was just having a split drop, that split location, that could have changed everything. And DC out here, right in front of Jyanmaara's Nang, and if he goes for a spray, I think he can actually pop a head or two out there as DC Atom, but DC Atom. His buggy was faster than the gunshots, and so he makes his way to the safety out there. Jyanmaara, back to their loot. I mean, okay, so one thing. Jyanmaara is an incredible team when you know, look for the gameplays and all those things. But then each and every team, they lack at one or two things. So Jyanmaara, for me, it's going to be, final circle fights. As they go for it, they get chicken dinners, but then when they are surrounded, I mean, each and every team, when a team is surrounded by all the players, that is one thing. And your favorite squad out there, Salty Squad, are right in front of A1 Esports. Kapshi, yes, Kapshi hit that shot. Okay. Now, right now, see, I would want to see, like, you take a lemon bite or something, but then one thing. Alright, Vibes starting up their loot from Zarki. would like to move inside the circle as well, as the circle is kind of centrally located. So this is a good circle for each and every team, as they can just, you see, they can just stay there. But one thing, see, Elementrix is not in their military base area. They are out there in their ferry pier Primorsk area. That's a new drop, but Elementrix is 2 players, Shagar and Mr. Hughes, who can be contested by Bang as well.
Yeah, Elementrix usually go for a split, but this time around as well, usually it's a military base and the ferry pier split, but this time they were trying to go for a Primorsk and ferry pier split. That can actually cost them a lot in this game. Losing 2 players in the early stages within the first 5 minutes for Elementrix, this could be the worst thing that could happen for them. But when the break happens, see if the players are they going to survive or are they going to lose their lives in this one. But on the other side, 1971 on Pochinki, they are going to be pretty happy because there is no one else there in the entire area. It's all theirs. All these houses, all the loot is going to be theirs. But once again, talking about Elementrix, Bang is quite close to them. On the other side, look at this. Once again, in the main island, the southern shore of the island has been covered up with all the squads. Most of the squads just being the 1971 on Pochinki are pretty much central base, but Pyro is on the banks, Rising Nepal, DC is on the back, JM was on the other bank as well, but Elementrix, they take control of the quarry area. This place is once again quite interesting because being on the top can give you an advantage, but the loot is present downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, that is like kind of a thing. See, Query has that terrace thingy, like you have various steps of a ladder or something, and that's how it goes. And look at Elementrix Orange. Like, look at this thing.
Orange le pura mausam enjoy गरिरहेको त्यहाँको त्यो
area on your house something. Look at this shot. It's like you had a kind of a bad day. You're just sitting out there, chilling out there, watching the sunset going on that beach area or something.
And you मान्छे disconnect भयो के भयो?
Energy drink. I don't know what guys do nowadays. Drinking up eating up a painkiller or something, just so that your mood goes good. And now he has started looting. That's one thing that you should be doing in the game right now. As the circle is coming up slowly and steadily, 5 minutes and 50 seconds into the game, ladies and gentlemen, the first circle is coming, and it's gonna come for a lot of teams. I mean, to be honest. And Mr. Hughes, on the other hand, he is driving his buggy. I guess, yeah, he is trying to drive his buggy.
I think he is
driving his buggy right now, but
it's something the observer.
That's something that happens. But then,
oh, he's actually not moving. I think he's waiting for on it. Oh wait,
he just moved. Okay, he moved a lot of distance in just 1 second or something.
He's Goku, instant transmission. And instantly travels to basically a shed and is gonna go in and get cover for himself. But on the other side, Ocean Sharma is pretty much confused with that reference.
No, I know what Dragon Ball Z is, okay? So I love Vegeta for some reason. I mean, because the guy trains really hard. I mean, he can reach to the level. But then coming back to the game, ladies and gentlemen, coaching, it was 1971 out there for you, and T2K is moving slowly and steadily from the sides of R3D. R3D is ready for a fight. If anything, Erangel is going outside the circle for some reason. I don't know why, but he is moving outside the circle, going really close to Bang. I don't know, for some reason. Life, if anything.
That could cost him his life, but on the other side, KTM were closing in towards his direction as well, so he has to be really careful. But on our screens right now is going to be PN Gaming.
Thank you, Suman Tamang, brother, for subscribing with us, brother, and welcome to the show.
Who were all the way have actually managed to rotate towards the zone quite safely this time around. Zarad and Redeye, the first two people from the squad, have made their way in, but now they are going to be pretty much careful about how they progress from here. On the other side, TDP once again towards Novo. No one actually contests TDP since
A1 out here.
Right now
they're not playing today. So
they're not playing today. So it's a good thing for TDP, as they are like, we have our place, we have our guns, we have each and everything, and we are just gonna go for a fight. Puffy out there, Utsarga on top. Obviously, he's gonna go for a fight or something. And Mr. Thing, on the other hand, the fourth player from TDP, just slightly a bit far away from his team, but he's gonna gather them once again. Rising Nepal, I think they are making in for a first kill or anything, as they have surrounded Pyro kick ass, and this is looking bad for Pyro. Or it might be bad for Rising Nepal as well, I don't know, because the situations can turn either way. And out there, Pyro kick ass, he is being shotted from the other direction. Pyro mid comes in, takes down Rising Nepal. Sonam needs a revive right now. Alex Whitey has also been spotted. So Rising Nepal did a really good push on Pyro, but the push actually backfired out there. We'll have to see what happens as Kick-Ass is out there in that house.
Yeah, but this is a 2 versus 4 engagement, so they have to know that they have an advantage. Pyro Kick-Ass, once again, as Ocean said, is all alone in that house, and he has pretty much been cornered. On the other side, Rising Nepal, the only downside for them right now is that fact that Sonam got knocked out. Once he get up, he's going to have to use that healing utility, and in the early stages, in the first 8 minutes, since Rising Nepal's rotation was a little bit weird, we don't know how much they have, but the other 2 players from the side of Pyro, they are closing in. Myth, Yama is here as well.
The backup has arrived. The backup that was needed is out there. Myth is on the is on one side. Yama and Kick-Ass. But can Yama climb up? I know he cannot climb up, so he'll have to take the fight from the outer direction. So even if the 4 players are together, they are still separated by one another. Even if the 2 players of Rising Nepal is in just one house, they are separated from the other 2 players that can't give adequate cover as they don't have the enough angle for that. Crazy and Prerak in one house. Yama in the same house, in the same area, in the same floor, but is separated by just one wall between them. Trev, can he go for some cover out there as he can just pull off a miracle? No one knows his location right now. The smoke is just separating Prerak and Yama. Yama has an Uzi, a suppressed Uzi if I'm not wrong, and an M4. I can see through that. AKM on Prerak's side. Yes, he has those 2 guns. AKM and Mini 14 in the hands of Prerak. What is going to happen? Switches to Molotov right now. Pull it off. No, switches back to AKM. Trevias is moving forward as he can restore. A grenade comes in, but it just bounces off from Rising Nepal's side. Pyro Kick-Ass is ready for a fight as well. Look at this. The Cold War going on. Grenades and throwables are coming in handy right now, but then that grenade could have been on him. But Prerak comes in, and takes on Kick-Ass, just finishes him in an incredible way. That was just amazing. Now it's the fight as Yama also takes on one player, going in for a reload right now, but I think Prerak is going in forward. Prerak moves in with a crouch shot, takes on the second player as well. Pyro will have to move in forward. Trev ES is going for a revive right now. Can Trev go for a revive? As Alex, YT and Sonam also need a revive. 1v3 situation, Prerak is the lone survivor. Crazy is also standing now.
Yeah, this player was low, but now Prerak, he's going to look to go out of the house and revive his other teammate. On the other side, Myth is closing in slowly, and Yama and Trevs are pretty much ready. Myth, he's going to go up, but Prerak, can he take this one? No, he can't, and he's going to get taken out, and Rising Nepal are the first team to get an exit from this game.
I am gonna have some lemon shots for me. Groza is the first airdrop. With a medkit and level 3 stuff. But look at this.
This is good, eh?
Right now, as circles coming in, so many players are actually going down R3D. I think R3D can also make an exit out here because players of R3D are just done for. Yes! 1971 just obliterated the competition, but KTM is ready for a fight. KTM has spotted the players. KTM has actually surrounded them. The second airdrop also having a cruiser right now with an adrenaline boost, and Ramos with us. VSS takes down 2 players, Nightingale and Sinestro, and Saluite is also done by KTM. Akshay, they are surrounded. Akshay is moving in forward. Ryan is a lone survivor out there, and Ryan is low on HP, 10 HP for Ryan. Can he just pull off a miracle? A miracle is needed out here for Ryan out there, but then won't be enough, and another team goes down. Gladiators make their exit on the 14th. But look at that. Ready for a fight.
Yeah, they are not going to be too happy about this one, but now Squad on the other side. KTM, they are going to look to move forward and further in towards control of the center, but information being given to Salty Squad is going to result in a scout heading towards their direction. And if this person from Salty Squad spots out the players from the side of KTM, they are going to get engaged upon by an entire squad that's looking for those kills. But now KTM is going to be leading the scoreboard for now, because they just wiped an entire squad. That's going to be 4 free kills being given to them. But once again, the blue zone is going to make contact, and the circle makes a drastic shift with school being in the southern side of Yasna Poliana coming in. So northern side of the farm is pretty much going to be safe. The western side is once again, BN Gaming and DE Illusion. Closest to PM right now, but he has to be careful as well, because the balcony in that house, that could be one of the places where he could be spotted and basically take some damage for free. INES trying to rotate in towards the zone. Elementrix doing the same as well, but they are going to engage on Bang, and LTD is going to be knocked out and finished off as well. On the other side, Bang is
on
the other side of the ridge. So
INES
they are going to have to be careful about this engagement. Shifu is already quite low rated. Is trying to find an opportunity to spot the players from the side of Bang, but now they are fighting in two different directions. As you can see, Wadu is looking the other way. Rated Sir is looking towards PN as well. And
ऊ पनि पहिला हामीसँग जिटे खेलेको त हामीसँग जिटे खेलेको त ओके हाम्रो रेटेड हो अनि ट्याक्सी ड्राइभर चाहिँ भाइ हो नि त अहिले चाहिँ भाइले खेल्छ नि त जिटे धेरै
shots being fired not managing to connect anything. He was just stopping downside of the ridge and
अहिले भाइले चाहिँ अनरेटेड राख्छ
I mean,
I know दाजु भाइ भाइले चाहिँ अहिले अनरेटेड राख्छ नि त
it was दाजु भाइ भनेर फेरि त्यो म त क्यारेक्टर दाजु भाइ सोचिरहेको थिएँ as you guys can see they have this compound for themselves. They have 2-3 houses.
रेटेडले नि खेल्यो नि पहिला
from one house to the other house. The cover can actually come in handy out there. But DE Illusion Sir is inside one house. While rest of the three players, some team actually goes for rampage on those streakers, then Illusion Sir cannot give any. But go Warhead, look at that Pyro is really close to KTM Warhead, and the shots have been made, so he has been spotted out there. A grenade comes in handy, an underthrown grenade, undercooked grenade that can actually change everything because Yama ES is moving forward.
India don't know what a team
blast itself out right now, but Pyro is moving for a safer spot.
अनि साउथ एसियाबाट चाहिँ जम्मा 6 वटा टिम र
We'll
टप
have to move
6
inside the circle as we are talking right now. I mean, they are just fairly close to the circle, but this is the third zone, ladies and gentlemen. After this,
त्यो चाहिँ इन्भाइटेड
it's going to be the fourth one, and if anything, that fourth circle, after that, the damage is going to be a lot, as the circle is going to make a hard shift or anything right now. Pyro vibes, like each and every team is inside the circle. As of now, KTM is just sitting out there at the edge of the circle. If the circle does not support KTM, they have to travel a lot of distance, and that distance, while traveling that, they'll come in contact with Salty, A1 Esports, JMP, Pyro. That's going to happen. The third airdrop has an incredible gun. I mean, M249, the 100 bullets.
A1 चाहिँ
once again the zone makes
A1 मात्र बाँकी हो क्या
drastic
बीतेपछि
shifts and
A1 र
circle
DC
once again in the middle of nowhere, northern side of school. KTM, this is going to be a tough rotation for them, but another team that's going to have a tough rotation is going to be A1 Esports and DC as well. DC quite close to Elementrix right now. That engagement could happen at any moment, but PN Gaming and DE still going at it. DE, with the way that they were distracted by PN Gaming, I think the squad Bang that they were fighting earlier, they had the opportunity to get away from that. But once again, these squads for now are just going to have to rotate. Elementrix and DC, they were quite far away from the play zone right now, from the circle right now. So these two squads, they have to rotate first. Jyanmaara was caught out by the players from Bang Bikal, but the shots missing. Bikal spots out the other players who were busy with DE, but Jyanmaara just comes into the middle of this interaction, and DE just one player being knocked down. Illusion Sir is there for the support, and Salty Xtreme getting A1 Sinister. AJ finishing off Dante. That is just going to be
JM
DE la us gareko A1 Esports, but Karpshi is going to retaliate with that.
Soldi पनि त्यतै रहेछ त्यो नेट
teammates for now.
All right, A1 Esports is Karpshi. He is trying to go for the save if he can go for it.
A1 र Soldi A1 ले Soldi लाई रस गर्दैछ.
Grenade takes on the Ishifu. A1 Esports player currently reviving. They can see the players from the TPP angle as Solti is out there. Xtreme is also down right now, and Pyro squad gets eliminated out there. But then just one thing, as Jyanmaara is also taking its fight from the other direction. That is going to be something. Jyanmaara taking its fight from two different directions. ZE on the one side, KTM on the other side. DC Pronoob goes down as we are talking. TDP Mr. Thing goes on by P and Blend, and DC Pronoob has been pushed by TDP. TDP coming into the equation, coming into the fight right now. As you can see, the minimap TDP is surrounding the other team, but A1 Esports Dante takes down Salty AJ. Salty Sir doing that. With that, UMP takes down A1 Esports' Karpshi, and Dante goes down by Salty Xtreme's better themselves. Eliminating A1 Esports. Salty is on fire right now. The domination with 3 kills in this fight by Salty Xtreme. That guy is looking really good when it comes to a fight right now. The team is determined. That seems like an incredible thing for the team right now, as they kind of need those points to stay in top 16. The top 16 teams are the ones that are going to advance for the PMCO Finals, and this is important for each and every team. Vibes, on the other hand, still playing at the end of the zone, and they ended up right here. Let's see how far can the journey go for them. Bang is kind of surrounded by the teams on the mountain side, so the next rotation for the team is going to be really difficult. TDP Utsaka with the K98 takes on DC Atom as we are talking.
Yeah, but once again, Jyanmaara with that high ground, they have the high ground, but for now they are going to be in trouble because they are being surrounded as well. D-rated, so with that many 14 is going to he's looking to blow off the tires of that car that was parked inside the house just to stop T2K and put them in a bit of trouble when the next circle comes in, when they have to rotate in the future. But for now, Jyanmaara, they are going at it with the players from the side of KTM, and that once again is going to be an interesting fight because KTM Warhead, he has been knocked down. Akshay is quite low. Suraj once again proning behind the rock. Gunner is trying to find a flank, but Suraj, I think he knows that the player is there. Oh, the shots being fired are going to give away the information, but Gunner once again retaliates with shots of his own. The nade being cooked. If that, oh, Gunner taking damage from another angle. He has to be careful because Bang, players from the side of Bang, they did see him, and now they are gonna take him out as well. Bang SS doing the job, finishing the man that he got solo. Gunner the aggression. For Warhead is there. He's gonna get a revive now. He's gonna get the heal, and Akshay is gonna be happy about it. But on the other side, saving Suraj is gonna be a little bit hard. Smoke for Gunner being popped as well, but Jyanmaara, you have to be careful because Bang is going to start closing in, and you have to worry about Salty Squad as well, who is right behind you. So
11 teams remaining, ladies and gentlemen. This is something out here. 36 people alive. Bang, the circle is not on them. 100 meters the distance from the circle. Jyanmaara, Bang goes down by KTM Warheads. Grenade out there, and Bang is trying to make the maximum use out of that thing. As the circle is closing in, Bang will have to move in forward. Gunner has been taken down by KTM. Akshay, as we are talking KTM. Really good out there. See, Nang is driving Bang, and T'Challa is trying to go for a shot. If he shots another shot, then Warhead would have been gone down, but then Bang Bikal just
हाम्रो टिडीपी हाम्रो सागरबाट चाहिँ उता टिडीपी को भन्दा पहिला
Salty is looking in for an unstoppable fight. Bang Bikal, as we were talking, T2K finishes him as he was trying to make his moves with a vehicle right now, but at the edge of the circle, the zone is open. The next zone is going to be open.
सागरले चाहिँ नाइटलाई डाउन
Utsaga with Zempo, Glacier play zone eats up Elementrix is Shagar, and T2K
वो
and
बैंगले चाहिँ के
Bang
टिटुकेले
is trying
रस
to
गरेको
hold this area, but can one person Bang SS hold against 4 people? That is going to be a question. D Wadusa takes on PN Mafia Ninja from PN Gaming, and he does it. Bang SS takes on one player. Damn Classic gets eliminated on the 11th spot right now, and Bang SS will try to go for a finish or not. He's going for some jump shots. Can those jump shots land on him? But a grenade comes in, is on the right now. Now he has the idea of grenade. He's going to throw that grenade. Can that grenade do the damage? As grenade has been thrown, the grenades are coming on him, but another grenade goes thrown and takes on T2K Hunter to a low HP, but finishes one player. That is T2K. Moving forward, SS spots him as well. 1v3 situation, is low on health right now, won't be able to take him as he's 10 HP, but does take him. So he has taken 2 players, but now he takes damage. He needs a revive, or else obviously he will be finished.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be finished, but YCL is there for cover as well. On the other side, if Hunter is not spotted out, YCL Bolian spots out YCL, did some damage, but YCL is still pretty healthy on the other side. Zarad being taken out. TDP Utsarga with that beautiful nade is going to drop a lot of players. Zarad is going to die. Red Eye is going to die. And that is just going to be 9 teams remaining in the game. Bang SS, he's going to bleed out and he is going to die slowly and steadily. But on the other side, Chari getting that revive is going to be pretty much happy about it. The smokes being popped. He is going to heal behind that wall now.
Bang YCL popped these smokes and he kind of helped T2K with these smokes. But look at one thing. Bang YCL is the lone person inside the circle. And he is alone out there, I mean literally as well. But then our teams are going to go and contest him when the fights happen, and he's going to stay there alone. That's going to be really difficult for him. And on the other hand, as you can see, have second Blend. I mean, Blend is on low HP, and Soldi Squad wants to move forward. If they go for a move, that's going to change each and everything for the game. DE, on the other hand, DE, ladies and gentlemen, they are also trying to make their move inside the circle. As you can see, Wadusa, Wang has been spotted. And T2K takes on KTM, Suroj, Illusion Sir, Shifu Sir on the back end of the house, and T'Challa on the one end. If Illusion Sir can do one thing, he can go for a grenade, and that can pop T'Challa down, and that can actually keep Jyanmaara in a difficult situation, but that's not happening right now. But DE, now they have to move inside the zone, and the zone is I mean, they have to contest Jyanmaara either way or the other. If they stay there late, then the zone is going to damage them as well.
Yeah, Nang steps up though. T'Challa drops out. Wang is going to follow soon, and DE could be in trouble because looks like JM, they are looking for a wraparound, but Salty
Ultimate Bang eliminated.
Finish off some of the players. Ultimate Bang taking an exit from the game. Salty Sadu is going to be dropped. And DE was the
Bhutkanda, guys.
Jyanmaara and DE still
Oh,
going
DE
at it.
Jyanmaara. DE ko last ka illusion matra baki. Jyanmaara ko Wang lai pani down.
All three of the players from the side
1v1
of DE have gone down. Illusion is the only man left standing. This is going to be a 1 versus 1 fight, but the revives, they are going to come in soon. Illusion reviving his teammates.
PN Gaming eliminated. Ulti Xtreme is on my down.
Number 1 position for now. And Nang, he does not have an opportunity to revive his teammates because they are down. On the other side, T'Challa, he is getting a revive on the back, but Rated up now. He's gonna be healing, and Illusion popping up that smoke is gonna revive Rated in a matter of seconds. And that is gonna happen now. He is up, but the player side of Jyanmaara. T'Challa is up. He's gonna heal up, and he is.
Illusion माथि गइसक्यो. ओ कहाँबाट देखाको? ल Illusion ले फेरि न.
For the second time, Wang is gonna be up in a matter of seconds, but can he make something happen? Nang, the revive comes in.
Squad
How long
eliminated.
can they take this? How long can they delay this fate? But once again, DE, they have basically put them in a chokehold for now. T'Challa was finished off.
DE goes for Nebagi, JM को दुई जना. Nang र Wang come. Okay, Nang द्वारा एउटा down.
He is trading damage with Nang, but Wang is going to be dropped instead. Now Nang, the only man left standing. Can he win this one? I don't think so, because two people were shooting at him.
GG's top 3 though.
Whoa!
Nade.
Takes a nade from T2K, and that is going to put them in trouble too from the side of Jyanmaara.
Okay, duida team bagi T2K and D.
It's a 2v3 situation, 1v4, 2v3 situation, ladies and gentlemen. This is incredible.
That was a team nade.
Yeah, I mean T2K is surviving out there with 3 players, and on the other hand, D with team is with 3 players. DE has will be in the open if they don't win the cards, right? And T2K is ready for the fight. T2K
double nade भयो थियो कि कसरी त्यो नक भयो थियो हैन ए नेट को गर्ने लावन नक खायो होला नि त
if you see Wadu sir, 1100 damage on his hands with 4 kills right now.
Wadu got damage
60 damage with 4 kills. T'Challa 654, Shari 641. But which team is going to win as 4th and 5th person? T2K, Shari and DE Illusions, their teams are fighting out there, and they want that chicken dinner. This situation right in front of Wadu sir and Illusions, they took an incredible beating out right in front of Jyanmaara right now, but all this can actually land up short as Illusions has spotted him. Bolihang has his crosshair out there, as you can see.
Okay,
Bolihang 6 times. I think that spray can actually do some damage. Illusion sir has had some damage right now. Wadu sir also wants to move in. The smoke is helping him right now, but the 7 circle is coming. The circle of death is out there. A grenade on Illusion sir takes his HP down to 75 once again. Shari has that airdrop. Shari has that cover. Another grenade. Look at that. This is the grenade has actually covered Illusion sir if he's not ready for it. Oh, but the grenade bypass him. Wadu sir and Illusion sir once again in their covers. Bolihang, Shari and Hunter in their covers. 2v3 situation. The first chicken dinner, which team's gonna take 26 plus minutes into the game. The final circle, the semi-final circle is slowly and steadily coming out there. Wadu sir is also throwing some grenades, but that is gonna land a bit short, as Bolihang does not get enough damage right now. What is gonna happen in this fight? This is one area where the road ends. This one area where a chicken is going to be delivered or handed to the other team. Both the teams are going for each and everything they have. The smoke cloud has gone away from DE's side. They are right in front of the eyes of T2K, but yet they have adequate cover. They can sting their opponents, but can they actually do it right now? Will they be waiting for the perfect moment to just pitch in as the 8th circle comes in? Now the circle does not favor either of the team. After these 40 seconds, this is going to be a heal battle game. But till then, they are still trying to make proper utilization of time if they can. Illusion sir, DE Wadu sir, Bolihang, Hunter and Shari just ready for the fight. When they get the chance, I think they're going to go for it.
Yeah, one good nade is going to change the entire situation, and who is going to be the first one to hit that? The Molotov is going to fall a bit short in front of Wadu sir, who is popping smokes in front of the players from the side of T2K just to see if someone is going to try and peek on the other side of the smoke, but the wraparound is just not going to come
Starting
in.
over
Chari takes a lot of damage this time, drops to around 55% health, but now players from the side of DE, they are going to look to close in with the smoke cover coming in. Oh, this is incredible, but if the random fire, shots actually connect, then this rush is not going to work out. The helmet has already taken a lot of damage, but Illusion, he's coming from the other side. Chari and Bolihang, they could be in trouble, but Badu is wrapping, going for the long wraparound, takes a lot of damage, drops to 70% health, but could this be it? Could this be where the 2 versus 3 is going to happen for the side of DE?
Sorry,
Chari takes a lot of damage from that nade.
I think Vadu like to nade down.
He knew the position. Illusion was taken up, and with that nade, Vadu is going to drop as well. As T2 the first in the first game of the last day of the semi-final.
11 kills.
I mean, that was a bold move by Illusion, sir. There was a smoke right in front of him. Still, he was trying to just move in, pierce through the smoke, and his guns were trying to pierce through his enemies as well. But he could not make the better utilization of it. But I saw one thing. They have 11 kills.
Yeah.
Once again, 11 number is just for us. I don't know what is happening out there. But 5 kills for Bolihang and Chari, if I'm not wrong, or something like that. But we'll have to see who the MVP out of those 2 players is, because it's going to come to the damage stats or anything, but the players played a perfect game. DE, on the other hand, had an incredible fight with Jyanmaara, before the fights actually happened. They had an incredible fight with Jyanmaara out in that house, and they had a proper there was a one time it was a 1v1 fight. They managed to revive the players, both of them, and once again took it to a 3v3 fight. I mean, after that, obviously the things went south way, but then it was incredible. It all comes to how you start your fight, where you keep your fight, and if the circle is not coming right in front of you, you still need to move inside the zone as well. It was a 6 circle, if I'm not wrong. That 6 circle, it's gonna do a lot of damage, and you're still fighting outside the circle. You are smoking right out in your area just to move inside the circle, and then you're smoking right in front of your opponent so that they don't see you, and you have to just barge in. I mean, obviously, DE did not get a chicken dinner, but all they got is like a lot of game sense, because they just taught us a lot of things out in this final game. They just taught us how you can engage in a fight which is not even yours.
Yeah, that was actually a really perfect engagement, because wrapping around smokes is something that you need to be careful about as well, and that can be a double bait, because if your opponents actually do the first peek, then you know where they are going to come in from. But on the other side, I think the only place they were at a disadvantage was the fact that the numbers were not in their favor. It was a 3 versus 2 situation, so obviously the damage is going to be one-sided, and that is exactly what's happened. As soon as Illusion went down, and Vadu, the position behind the tree, that was sort of something that was questionable, because you do not really have anywhere to go, even though there was a gap between where he was standing and the smoke. So one nade actually did its job. But I mean, yeah, the engagement
was good. There was one thing that actually Illusion sir went forward.
Yeah.
But he engaged in the wrong direction. I mean, he could have engaged in the right direction. There was one player on the right and 2 on the left. He tried to engage. He thought there was 1 player, but then there were 2 players. The 2 players put 1 player held down to 10 HP. But then the other person spray came to him, like Shari spray came to him, and that actually dropped him down. Otherwise,
those got bagi thi ni bara.
Uzi would have done wonders out or something. Then the game could have
nahi yasto bhayo like rated le chahi net cook garira थियो त्यतिखेर net cook गर्ने लाउँछ उले चाहिँ भेट्यो होला के net cook गर्दा गर्दा knock भयो होला अनि त्यो knock हुँदा फेरि त्यो net आफै net मा आएर मर्यो back गरेर
numbers after this a lot, so yeah, that's gonna be like one of the things. But yeah, but who you think is gonna be, because 2 players had 5. Bolihang, Shari, Hunter, like your random guess. If you guess it wrong, okay.
Alright, I know who it's gonna be. I'll let you know in a couple of seconds. Let my psychic powers come into play.
If you don't see it or something, you're gonna have to eat lemon on my behalf or something.
No, those were not the rules, and I predict you to get Chari with 5.
इसमा गन्दा नेड हानेको रे झुकेर रे.
10 kilometers distance traveled and 27 minutes of survival time. So
like the distance travel is a lot, if anything. And this guy was dominating in a new. You saw the new graphics, right? The damage dealers, the maximum damage dealers, the players who were doing domination. This guy was actually.
मुलाहरु कति अंकल भन्ने यार. KTF क्वाली हुन्छ कि no idea. हेरौँ है त्यहाँ अहिले कतिमा थियो उनीहरु.
Those stats actually pretty much do it.
बिचारा अंकल गए थियो.
The long rotation coming
बाजेले गर्दा हो
from
के.
there. Let's move on and have a look at the game standings. played on Erangel. See how the team.
Thank you, Venom, PUBG Mobile for subscribing. Thank you for
20 placement points,
Maya Dev
kills,
Uttar,
and 31 points in total. First place to them. Deadeye Guys on the second, 21 points. Salty Squad is going to take the third spot, 20 points. 13 kills for this team. 13 kills.
Incredible. I mean, their placement points, obviously, it's 7.
Welcome.
They had an not the exit, but they were limited on 7.
Okay, TX guys in the chat, guys.
Those 13 kills, I think. Even if they were like thinking that they can end up in top 2, that would have
KTM
happened if they,
12 point
just had
अहिले
one more
उनीहरु
point or
कतिमा
something,
थियो
because the kill number just
Wolves Den को चाहिँ 100
and moving on,
127 थियो क्या हैन
process on the fourth, and moving on to the bottom 6, the place where
128 ल्यायो भने
a
चाहिँ
bit of trouble. Once again, look at this. A1 Esports, R3D Devils, 15th and 16th. Damn Classy on the 14. 1 point each to these 3 teams. On the other side, Rising Nepal is going to be 13, just 2 points from this game. Elementrix, 12th position, just 4 points from this game. Vibes is going to be 11th, 4 points as well. 1971 Gladiators, 10th, 4 points as well. And Ultimate Bang, 5 points, 9th position.
विजय ब्रो हेर अझै 3टा म्याच बाँकी नै छ त
My Lemon's on 13 right now, so that's going to be one of the things.
So the count is Ocean for now is going to have one lemon slice.
Yeah, so yeah, if you guys are joining us right now, so there's a bet going on between us. So we are going to predict a team before each and every match, and if my team ends up on the bottom side as compared to his team, like if his team is team A and mine is B, if his team is getting chicken dinner and mine is like on second, third, even on second, then I'm gonna eat a lemon slice. On the other hand, if my team is getting on like first, second, third, fourth, anything, and if his team has a lower rank than mine, then he's gonna have a lemon slice. So right now the count is I picked up Rising Nepal, he picked up Salty Squad, and his team had 13 kills, and like he was pretty confident with that number, if anything. And my team was 13 this time. I mean 13 kills on 13th. Okay, so
see, yeah, let's have a look at the top damage dealer as well.
Yeah, let's just divert from the topic of my side.
I don't want to make you feel too bad. Now, Wadu's with 1100 damage on him. T2K Chari 790. Salty AJ is going to be 760. Illusion Sir damage 647. And Pyromet is going to be 516 for this game. Wadu 1151 damage. Wadu.
I mean, but seriously, that was amazing. Like if you talk about the damage stats and all those things, but then let's just have a look at the overall standings. Like which team has started their day in the overall good standings? Which team continues to focus as the top 16 are gonna be the ones that are gonna qualify? PN Gaming, I mean, 215 points, still good for them. Deadeyes Guys is out there on the second one. INES is on the third. Rivals X is on the fourth. Team 7C is on the fifth. Team Hype is going to be on the sixth. Team Xtreme is going to be on the seventh. Team and 1971 Gladiators is going to be out on the 8th spot with 150 points.
Thank you so much, Zero
Kill
right now with
13 games.
Yeah, moving on to the next stage, we'll have to see how things are changing. Rising Nepal taking a slight dip. 9th position, 148 points. Salty Squad climbing up slowly and steadily. Take the 10th position now, 144 points for them. Nepali Ho Ni, they have played all their games. They are in Group A, so from here on out, they are overall because the teams quite close to them are still sitting at 13. Nepali Ho Ni for now, 11th position, 144 points. The team right below them, Team T2K, is at 12th position with 136 points. Jyanmaara is 13th, 130 points. R3D Devil 14th with 128 points. Wolves Den 15th position, 126 points, and Trust D Process is going to be 16th, 120 points. But moving on, so Trust D is sitting at 120. Now from there on out, Elementrix is 17th, 15 points behind Trust D Process, 105 points for them. KS Axe is 18th, 102 points. Damn Classy is going to be 19th, 78 points. Ultimate Bang is going to be 20th, 77 points.
A1
Rage
Esports
is going to be 21st, 75 points. Team Pyro is 22nd, 58 points. Vibes 23rd, 58 points as well. And A1 Esports 43 points, 24th position.
Alright, as of now, if you had to pick a team for the overalls, like at the end of the day, we're gonna have 5 slices, 4 for each match, 1 for each match, I mean 4 matches and 1 for the overall. Which team are you gonna go for the overall?
Alright, so for overall, we can pick anything, right?
Yeah, we can pick
except the top 8.
Except the teams whose matches have been made, and also PN Gaming, because that is already on top right now.
Okay, so we can't pick in the top 8 though. In the
no, you're missing the
Okay.
That's the only rule. Yeah, we can't pick the teams that are in the top right now. So if we can see the overall standing order, we can just choose a team before we go to the break. Let's just go for it. I mean, you know, we kind of need to do some maths as well. So let's just pick the team from the middle table.
Yeah, let's just do the middle table and see.
If we can see the middle table once again, like the teams that are from 9 to 16, let's just go for that. And
okay, pick yours, Ocean. You go first in this one.
Why me?
And you guys too, every single one of you is watching us on stream. You guys pick your team and cheer for them and see if they actually make it this time. Because it is going to be intense by the end of the day. Okay.
My first pick was Rising Nepal.
Yeah.
First match.
Yeah.
My overall pick is going to be Salty Squad.
Overall is going to be Salty Squad.
Yeah, my overall pick is going to be Salty Squad. So by that I mean is Salty Squad at the end is going to end up at a higher rank as compared to whatever team he picks.
I'll pick Rising Nepal in the overall.
Alright, this is a war right now. I mean,
if
Salty Squad does not do a good I'm going to be like, why me?
Yeah, but for that, we'll have to see for the day to be over. Right now, that was just the first game. There are 3 more games to go.
Yeah.
And the difference between the teams that can qualify and that can't qualify, basically, right now is just Trust the Process and Elementrix, the positions that they are in. Because 15 point of difference, that can be made up quite easily. And that can easily, quite easily push Trust the Process below the benchmark. And they have to be worried. They have to perform on the other side. Elementrix is going to outshine themselves as well because there's going to be a lot of incentive to make it into the finals.
That is true. But then let's just have a head-to-head of our teams like Salty versus Rising Nepal, where those teams are standing right now, because our lemons depend on them. Like, not literally, but like, I don't know. 67 kills for Salty Squad, 55 for Rising Nepal out there.
Yeah,
I mean, okay, Salty Squad does less damage,
yeah,
but they are much more efficient with the kills. Rising Nepal has a lot of damage, but when the kill count comes, it's kind of a different scenario. Salty Squad has a low healing point out there, but then Rising Nepal has 6662 healing for themselves. It's kind of one and the same thing, but then Salty has 1 chicken for themselves, and Rising Nepal, because of those 2 chicken dinners, that 4-point lead is going to come in handy.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be handy for them. But once again, as you were saying, Salty is a little bit more efficient with their damage, and on the other side, we've seen them take a dip in their performance since the first time they played, because that day they were just amazing. They were on fire basically, and from there on out their performance has sort of slowed down a little bit. But today being the last day, I expect them to go all out in today's game. But we have to see that in the upcoming 3 games that are going to happen. Sanhok up next. We'll be back after a short break. You guys stay tuned and keep watching.
तिम्रो के हो NPSL लाई हेप्दै गरे 100 रुपैयाँ कसले हेप्यो कहिले हेप्यो कसरी हेप्यो तेरो पनि नदेखे जस्तो ओ भाइ मारो मुझे मारो अरु कसैलाई नदेखेर मैले छिमेकीलाई नदेख्ला भने के
अब त झन्नीलो च्याट देखाउँछ
त्यही त
नदेख्नुस्
अरे यार 100 बोयले कसरी भने यार एक्चुअली 100 बोय के अरे कता हो खै कमेन्ट कता गयो यार खै कमेन्ट 100 बोय नै रे है तेरी अरे लाइभ को कुरा त यस्तो हो नि त मेरो टाइम मिलेको थिएन के त्यतिखेर मेरो टाइम मिलेको थिएन मैले उस गर्न सकेको थिएन नि त त्यही भएर अनि मैले गरेन नि त
हजुर हजुर हजुर
अनि त्यसपछि अनि अर्को प्रोले गरिरहेको छ त अनि त्यो भएर अनि सबैले गर्दा ठिक हुन्छ भनेर नि मैले केही नभनेको त्यस्तै हेपेको सेपेको होइन हौ मैले टाइम हुनेलाई त मैले गरेकै हो नगरे होइन अर्को प्रोले नि गरिराख्नुपर्छ उनीहरूलाई पनि हुन्छ एउटा के भन्छ प्लेटफर्म टाइपको हजुरहरू गएर सपोर्ट गर्न नि हुन्छ यु नो व्हाट आई मिन ल अब चाहिँ ब्याक गरेर हेर्नु के रेटेड काण्ड हेर्नुपर्छ पहिला
As grenade has been thrown, the grenades are coming on him, but another grenade goes thrown and takes down T2K Hunter to a low HP, but finishes one player. That is T2K legend Shari is moving forward. SS spots him as well. 1v3 situation, is low on health right now. Won't be able to take him as he's 10 HP, but does take him. So he has taken 2 players, but now he takes damage. He needs a revive. or else obviously he will be finished.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be finished, but YCL is there for cover as well. On the other side, if Hunter is not spotted out, YCL, bowling out spots on YCL, did some damage, but YCL is still pretty healthy. On the other side, Vibe Zarad being taken out. TDP with Sarga with that beautiful nade is going to drop a lot of players. Zarad is going to die, Red Eye is going to die, and that is just going to be 9 teams remaining in the game. Bang SSE is going to bleed out, and he is going to die slowly and steadily. But on the other side, Chari getting that revive is going to be pretty much happy about it. The smoke's being popped. He is going to heal behind that wall.
YCL popped these smokes, and he kind of helped T2K with these smokes. But look at one thing. Bang YCL is the lone person inside the circle, and he is alone out there. I mean, literally as well. But then teams are gonna go and contest him when the fights happen, and he's gonna stay there alone. That's gonna be really, really difficult for him. PN on the other hand, as you can see, FSEC and Blend. I mean, Blend is on low HP, and Soldi squad wants to move in forward. If they go for a move, that's gonna change each and every for the game. DE on the other hand, DE, ladies and gentlemen, they are also trying to make their move inside the circle. As you can see,
guys,
they are contesting Jyanmaara. Wang has been spotted, and T2K takes on KTMs to Roj. Illusion Search on the back end of the house, and T'Challa on the one end. If Illusion can do one thing, he can go for a grenade, and that can pop T'Challa down, and that can actually keep Jyanmaara in difficult situation, but that's not happening right now. But DE,
still alive,
inside the zone, and the zone is, I mean, they have to contest Jyanmaara either way or the other. If they stay there late, then the zone is going to damage them as well.
Yeah, Nang steps up though. T'Challa drops out. Wang is going to follow soon, and DE could be in trouble because looks like JM, they are looking for a wraparound, but Solti AJ is going to finish off some of the players. Ultimate Bang taking an exit from the game. Solti Sadu is going to be dropped, and DE was the team that did it. Jyanmaara and DE still going at it. T'Challa is going to be dropped. Wang still left standing. All three of the players from the side of DE have gone down. Illusion is the only man left standing. This is going to be a 1 versus 1 fight, but the revives, they are going to come in soon. Illusion reviving his teammates. PN Gaming taking an exit early on. The team sitting on number 1 position for now. And Nang, he does not have an opportunity to revive his teammates because they are down. On the other side, T'Challa, he is getting a revive on the back, but Rated is going to be up now. He's going to be healing, and Illusion popping up that smoke is going to revive Rated in a matter of seconds. He is up, but the players still not finished off from the side of Jyanmaara. T'Challa is up, he's going to heal up, and he is the fight coming in once again. T'Challa getting knocked out for the second time. Wang is going to be up in a matter of seconds, but can he make something happen? Nang, the revive comes in. How long can they take this? How long can they delay this fate? But they have to basically put them in a chokehold for now. T'Challa was finished off. DE still in this 2 versus 4 situation, but Jyanmaara, can he win this one? Shifu is going to be dropped. Illusion, he is trading damage with Nang, but Wang is going to be dropped instead. Now Nang, the only man left standing, can he win this one? I don't think so, because 2 people were shooting at him, and he's going to go down. Whoa! Shifu takes a nade from T2K, and that is going to put them in trouble. 2 players from the side of Jyanmaara. DE go down this time.
It's a 2v3 situation, 1v4, 2v3 situation, ladies and gentlemen. This is incredible. It's a
and that is shooting at him.
No, and they will smoke
standing. Can he win this one? I don't think so, because 2 people
Shifu down
go down. Whoa! Shifu sir takes a nade from T2K, and that is going to put them in trouble. 2 players from the side of Jyanmaara. DE go down this time.
It's a 2v3 situation, 1v4, 2v3 situation, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a team nade.
Yeah, I mean, T2K is surviving out there with 3 players, and on the other hand, DE has to get inside the circle. DE will be in the open if they don't play the cards right, and T2K is ready for the fight. T2K has enough sealers out there. If you this 760 team, and they want that chicken dinner. This situation right in front of Vadusa and Illusion, so they took an incredible beating out right in front of Jyanmaara right now, but all this can actually land up short. As Illusion is moving forward, Polihang has spotted him. Polihang is ready for a fight. M4 6 times. I think that spray can actually do some damage. Is helping him right now, but the 7 circle is coming. The circle of death is out there. A grenade on Illusion takes his HP down to 75 once again. Shari has that airdrop. Shari has that cover. Another grenade. Look at that. Look at the distance the grenade has actually covered. Illusion Sir is not ready for it. Oh, but the grenade just bypassed him. Wadu Sir and Illusion Sir once again in their covers. Bolihang, Shari and Hunter in their covers. 2v3 situation, ladies and gentlemen. The first chicken dinner. Which team's going to take 26 plus minutes into the game. The final circle, the semi-final circle is slowly steadily coming out there. Wadu Sir is also throwing some grenades, but that is going to land a bit short. As Bolihang does not get enough damage right now. What is going to happen in this fight? This is one area where the road ends for either one of the teams. This is one area where a chicken dinner is going to be delivered or handed to the other team. Both the teams are going for each and everything they have. The smoke cloud has gone away from DE's side. They are right in front of the eyes of T2K, but yet they have adequate cover. They can sting their opponents, but can they actually do it right now? Will they be waiting for the perfect moment to just pitch in as the 8th circle comes in? Now the circle does not favor either of the team. After these 40 seconds, this is going to be a heal battle game. But till then, they are still trying to make proper utilization of time if they can. Illusion Sir, DE Wadu Sir, Bolihang, Hunter and Shari just ready for the fight. When they get the chance, I think they are going to go for it.
Yeah, one good nade is going to change the entire situation, and who is going to be the first one to hit that? The Molotov is going to fall a bit short in front of Wadu Sir, who is popping smokes in front of the players from the side of T2K just to see if someone is going to try and peek on the other side of the smoke. But the wraparound is just not going to come in. T2K Chari takes a lot of damage this time, drops to around 55% health, but now players from the side of DE, they are going to look to close in with the smoke cover coming in. Oh, this is incredible, but if the random fire, if the blind fire shots actually connect, then this rush is not going to work out. The helmet has already taken a lot of damage, but Illusion, he's coming from the other side. Chari and Bolihang, they could be in trouble, but Wadu is wrapping, going for the long wraparound, takes a lot of damage, drops to 70% health, but could this be it? Could this be where the 2 versus 3 clutch is going to happen for the side of DE? Chari takes a lot of damage from that nade, but Hunter, he is cooking his. Wadu, he knew the position. Illusion was taken down, and with that nade, Wadu is going to drop as well. As T2K take the first chicken dinner in the first game of the last day of the semi-finals.
What a sight! What a
Illusion Sir. There was a smoke right in front of him. Still, he was trying to just move in, pierce through the smoke, and his guns were trying to pierce through his enemies as well. But he could not make the better utilization of it. But I saw one thing: they have 11 kills.
Yeah.
Once again, 11 number is out just for us. I don't know what is happening out there, but 5 kills for Bolihang and Shari, if I'm not wrong, or something like that. We'll have to see who the MVP out of those 2 players is, because it's going to come to the damage stats or anything, but the players played a perfect game. DE, on the other hand, had an incredible fight with Jyanmaara. The fights actually happened. They had an incredible fight with Jyanmaara out in that house, and they had a proper utility. There was a one-time, it was a 1v1 fight.
Yeah.
They managed to revive their players, both of them, and once again took it to a 3v3 fight. I mean, after that, obviously the things went south way, but then it was incredible. It all comes to how you start your fight, where you keep your fight, and if the circle is not coming right in front of you, you still need to move inside the zone as well. It was a 6th circle, if I'm not wrong. That's 6 in the bank right now with 13 games.
Yeah, moving on to the next stage, we'll have to see how things are changing. Rising
team kind of needs to focus, as the top 16 are going to be the ones that are going to qualify. PN Gaming, 208 points still good for them. Deadeyes Guy is out there on the 2nd one. INES is on the 3rd. Rivalix is on the 4th. Team 7C is on the 5th. Team Hype is going to be on the 6th. Team Xtreme is going to be on the 7th. And 1971 Gladiators is going to be out on the 8th spot with 150 points in the bank right now. 13 games.
Yeah, moving on to the next stage, we'll have to see how things are changing. Rising Nepal taking a slight dip. 9th position, 148 points. Salty squad climbing up slowly and steadily. Take the 10th position now, 144 points for the Nepali Ho Ni. They have played all their games. They are in Group A, so from here on out, they are going to be dropping, because the teams quite close to them are still sitting at 13. Nepali Ho Ni for now, 11th position, 144 points. The team right below them, Team T2K, is at 12th position with 136 points. Jyanmaara is 13th, 130 points. R3D Devil 14th with 128 points. Wolves Den 15th position, 126 points.
126 again. 126
120 points. But Moving on, so Trusty is sitting at 120 now. From there on out, Elementrix is 17th, 15 points behind Trusty process, 105 points for them. KS Axe is 18th, 102 points. Damn Classy is going to be 19th, 78 points. Ultimate Bang is going to be 20th, 77 points. KTM Rage is going to be 21st, 75 points. Team Pyro is 22nd, 58 points. Vibes 23rd, 58 points as well, and A1 Esports 43 points, 24th position.
Alright, as of now, if we pick a team for the overalls, like at the end of the day, we're gonna have 5 slices, 4 for each match, 1 for each match, I mean 4 matches and 1 for the overall. Which team are you gonna go for the overall?
Alright, so for overall, we can pick anything, right?
Yeah, we can pick
except the top 8.
The teams whose matches have been played on PN Gaming, because that is already on top right now.
So we can't pick in the top 8 though in the overall, okay? Let's decide upon that.
Yo, coin one hai tei ho ke?
Yeah, we can't pick the teams that are in the top 8.
Gamble
the overall standings once again, just choose a team before we go to the break. Let's just go for it. I mean, you know, we kind of need to do some maths as well. So let's just see. Let's just pick the team from the middle table.
Yeah, let's just do the middle table and see.
If we can see the middle table once again, like the teams that are from 9 to 16, let's just go for that. And
okay, you go first in this one.
Why me?
And you guys too, every single one of you is watching us on stream. You guys pick your team and cheer for them and see if they actually make it this time. Because it is going to be intense.
My first pick was Rising Nepal.
Yeah.
First match.
Yeah.
My overall pick is going to be Salty Squad.
Overall is going to be Salty Squad.
Yeah, my overall pick is going to be Salty Squad. So by that I mean is Salty Squad at the end is gonna end up at a higher rank as compared to whatever team he picks.
I'll pick Rising Nepal in the overall.
Alright, this is a war right now. I mean, okay, if Salty Squad does not do a good standing at the end, I'm gonna be like, why me?
Yeah, but for that, we'll have to see for the day to be over. Right now, that was just the first game. There are 3 more games to go.
Yeah.
And the difference between the teams that can qualify and that can't qualify, basically, right now is just Trusty Process and Elementrix, the positions that they are in. Because 15 point of difference, that can be made up quite easily. And that can easily, quite easily push Trusty Process below the benchmark. And they have to be worried. They have to perform on the other side. Elementrix is going to outshine themselves as well, because there's going to be a lot of incentive to make it into the finals.
That is true, but then let's just have a what
oh shit, sorry guys.
I think T2K just got into a fight, and that just turned out to be bad for T2K, if I'm not wrong, as they just had one first exit out of the game right now. And Hathin is the area where DE is a team that was doing good and decent, and they did good in the previous game. And R3DIR2 currently going for TPPF switch, as we are talking, has an M4 in his hands and a UMP on his back. We'll have to see what kind of gameplay they can actually come out with it. And Elementrix is right in front of A1 Esports. Like, now see, A1 Esports, they had kind of a split drop or something like that thing happened. That can put them in a dangerous situation out here, because Elementrix is looking forward for them, but then Elementrix is also in a bad spot. And Orange takes on A1 ES Jante out in that fight. R3DIR2, if he goes like straight away, he's going to meet KTM out there. And KTM, they had a good start right now, as the first kill is in their hands.
Yeah, A1 Dante on the other side, he did not have a good start getting caught by Elementrix. Orange with his M16, but Strange and Sinister, they are quite close. One of the players from the side of A1 Esports, he landed quite far away from his team, so he has to be careful as well. But Orange, he's taken some damage, drops down to around 50% health. But Strange, he has to be careful as well, because if you actually try and go in on Orange, man is in the close quarters, and he can engage. But look at this, look at the mini-map. The other player from the side of Elementrix, he is quite close to the squad of Vibes. Vibes already down 2 players being knocked down. That is going to put them into trouble. And Mr. Yozu just taking care of Zarad. He was knocked down as well. But now Redeye is going to look for the wraparound. But is the revive going to come in first, or is he going to look to engage on Mr. Yozu? Oh, Knight is going to be spotted out. And can that Vector actually dish out the damage? Yes, it can. Knight being dropped really low this time around as well, but Zarad is going to be picked up. Back again, and Mr. Yozu is going to be taken down with that QBZ from Redeye.
I mean, alright, so one player goes down from Elementrix out here. While Zarad gets a revive, he'll be going for that
A1 or
bandaging first aid right now. Orange, the guy who just put up some pressure on A1 Esports, is still trying to struggle out there. Pupu Man can spot and he spots him in an incredible way, just takes him down. Fight right now, but Vibes also ready for it, but then gets a 1 kill for the team. Pupu Man knows A1 Esports is out there, but they don't know that Vibes is on the other side, as Vibes can also come for this fight. But Pupu Man low on HP right now is going for another engagement with Stranger. Just goes out there with that shotgun. SLK does not deal enough damage, but right now Stranger is low on health. Dante is also out there. 13 bullets, 12 bullets going for a reload right now. Sister goes in and just takes down Pupu Man like that. A1 Esports, this can be their game. I think they'll go for a finish right now as they want to go for it. Elementrix is in a bad spot right now.
Yeah, Elementrix is indeed in a bad spot, losing 2 players already, and Ocean does not look too happy about this. Sinister, he's gonna heal up. Orange and Sugar, the only 2 players standing for the side of Elementrix. Can they clutch this one? They have to go all passive this time around. Once again, Salty Squad, like always, are gonna be chilling in the Paradise Resort. This is all theirs. This is their... Basically, this is their home now.
I mean, yeah, this is their area right now. Sultanima, actually, AJ and Drusen just sitting out there, just waiting for a perfect time, as they have the zone right now for themselves. So they just need to sit there, chill there, relax there for a bit, and do nothing out there. But on the other, 1971, if you look at them, 1971 is on the top end. That is Khao right now. They are still inside the circle. Vibes getting their attention from A1 Esports right now. A1 Esports lost 1 player, has 1 kill, but will that be enough, as Vibes is looking forward for another fight? They took down 1 player from Elementrix. A1 Esports took down the other player from Elementrix. Proximity, but DC Sincere is 1 player that I'm watching out there.
Top 16.
Will he try and startle someone from A1 Esports? That's going to be a bit of a question right now.
Yeah, he is quite far away though, but A1 Esports being pushed out of this room. There are been some trouble. Vibes slowly moving in their direction. Red Eye and Knight leading the charge. A1 Esports slowly falling back. Who are they going to catch first? Is it gonna be A1 Esports, or is it gonna be players from the side of DC? That only time will tell. But now Stranger, he is falling back slowly. This could be trouble. Stranger, was he spotted out by Knight? With that QBC, he can actually dish out a lot of damage. But Stranger is on the high ground right now, has proned. He is being really careful. Knight taking the tree, is gonna spot out Dante in the distance, but the damage not kicking, and Stranger just gets up and is gonna take down Knight. That was a mistake, but Dante was taken out by Zerad from the side of Vibes. And this has pretty much been evened out. A1 Esports, knockdown 1, you get 1 knockdown yourself.
Stranger was just a snake that just stood up and was a turning point for the game right now. But still, he has been spotted, and he's moving forward from the other direction. Zerad too. No one has spotted Stranger right now. He has a cover for a rock right now. He's a rock for a cover right now. Sorry. And Knight is trying to move forward. Red Eye is also moving forward. They have 1 player pinned in their eyes, in their crosshairs, in their aim, in their location right now, and that is going to be Stranger. Can this 1 player pull off a miracle? I don't think so, as he is low on HP. He is down to 40 HP right now, and he is ready on the other side, and the grenades are becoming handy right now. Stranger does not have a helmet. His head is gonna be a changing point, as his vest is also just 40% left with its HP. Anek and Zerad, they're ready on the right, and look at this. Red Eye just moving in forward, just trying to push in, trying to rush in, and spots Knight, takes him down. Stranger, that was a bad jump, and that is gonna cost him everything. He did not want to jump at that location. He just wanted a top TPP. But that happens, and that just changes everything for A1 Esports right now.
Yeah, that is why I've seen some of the players separate that jump and climb button, but why is he being spotted out as well? Oh, he tried to steal the kill over there.
That was bad. DC Atom, his skill is being stolen and gets stolen, but then Vibes and it gets shot from the other direction, and Dante for the perfect revenge is out there. A1 Esports with just 1 player remaining. Dante, he has no healings for himself. His level 1 vest is also broken right now. 21 bullets. These 2 right now. He has a vector for the second gun. First airdrop has the AUG A3 with level 3 helmet vest, and Sinister goes down. It's just 1 player from A1 Esports left. That is Dante with just 40 HP. Sincere low on health. Dante, if he gets spotted, that's going to be bad. But then Zerad and Anik both are bleeding out. No revival coming for them. Red Eye and Knight are low on HP. Zerad is going to go down, and yes, DC Sincere gets that kill of Vibes. Zerad, as Vibes was trying to move in forward. Dante is still surviving, still staying out there. PN Gaming, on the other hand, is trying to take up some fights as they have spotted some players from DC as well. DC and Vibes currently outside the circle right now. Will they be able to make their area? INES gets a revive, if I'm not wrong. He's trying to go for it. Rated Sir takes on PN Ayush. PN Gaming in a bit of trouble, but then F comes with the cover fight. Takes on Rated Sir in just one spray of M4. What's going to happen? How is it going to change everything as Sir and Rated Sir are being spotted? And the shots are coming on them, and Ayush also needs a revival from PN side.
Yeah, Ayush, she's going to be in trouble, but Shifu is going to be finished off by AFSEC from the side of PN Gaming. The water, the distance from the bridge is the only thing protecting Vadu Sir and Rated Sir for now. Rated Sir was knocked down, but the revive is going to come in. Illusion Sir, he is pretty healthy, but the distance he's quite far back from his team, so the cover fire is going to be pretty tricky to land in front of the shed. The warehouse, basically, that's in front of them right now. But PN, they are still looking to spot out the players from the side of DE. Finishing off one is not going to be enough for this squad sitting in the first position right now. They missed the first chicken dinner, but can they make it happen in the second game on Sanhok? On the other side, DE, their objective, their focus for now is going to be looking to rotate out of this tricky situation and just try to be safe, try to get away from PN Gaming. But Dante from A1 Esports, the only man alive for his team, can he survive to the point in time wherein his team will not at least be in the bottom 16, but the shots being fired from A1 AFSEC are going to catch him off guard, and Dante is going to be in a lot of trouble. He's going to be finished off, and A1 Esports are going to be the first team that exit this game on the 16th position. But AFSEC, he was taking damage from DE as well. Ayush has been knocked down, but now they have the advantage. They are in close quarters. That's what they wanted, PN Gaming, to close the gap between them and DE, and they have done it now.
Incredible. Like, did you just see the reaction time of PN's player? Like, they just spots one player, shots him, and then just goes into the cover as soon as he can. That was just amazing, incredible, just out of the world, if anything. And look at the circle. Circle is still kind of centralized right now, but DEPN Gaming, DC kind of have to get inside the circle. Pyro has to get inside the circle. Bang has to get inside the circle. Players that are inside the circle are from Rising Nepal, T2K, R3D, Salty, TDP, Elementrix, Jyanmaara. So these are the players, these are the teams that are present out there currently. We'll have to see what kind of miracle they can pull off. As of now, they are safe, but the teams that are outside the circle kind of need to make their way. DE Rated Sir still trying to spot some players from the downside of the bridge. Shifu Sir is out there, but DC struggling with the zone right now. He can just go and spot some players, but as of now just tries to move in forward and gather around with his teammates. As we have 54 players alive, and we are 10 minutes and 45 seconds into the game right now.
Yeah, things are looking pretty interesting. 54 players, 15 teams still alive though. And Sanhok was always played really carefully by the team's vibes, looking to cross the bridge. Could be quite risky, but this time there is no one around them. And let's have a look at the top damage dealers for this game till now. It is A1 Esports Sinister sitting at the first position with 406 damage and 1 kill. Elementrix Pupuman is going to be second, 357 damage. Mr. Yozu, 238 on the third position, and PN Gaming's AFSEC is going to be fourth, 236. Vibes Red Eye is going to be fifth with 235 damage and 2 kills for him. But Pupuman, Mr. Yozu already taking the exit. On the other side, A1 Esports have been eliminated. Oh, look at this. R3D season. He's going to be in so much trouble. Bang. 3 players, 4 players quite close to him. And if his teammates do not come in for the cover, then Season is going to be in hell of a trouble. But now his teammates are there. Season was the closest opponent to the side of Bang. But R3D on the other side, they have the advantage of being closer to the shed. So a lot of cover to fall back to if they actually get into trouble with this engagement against Bang. But now, from the side of Bang, the rocks, the trees just working for them, the ridge as well. The nades being thrown, the molotovs, the utility being put to use to every single, basically, to its maximum potential.
They are just trying to use each and every resource that they have right now just to win one particular fight so that they can loot the crates and go again with a new set of utilities, if anything. So that is one thing that is happening. Like, see, you use bullets to gather new bullets and kills as well. Like, that's like one of the things. And Unseal, look at him moving forward. He is just trying to go there. He has a rock for his cover. Season is also out there, and IR2. No one knows the location of IR2 as he's a bit far away from his teammates. If Bank Squad can just makes a bit of a mess out there, IR2 will be ready to clean it up if it happens. But Season and Unseal in just one house. I mean, Bikal is in a good position. He gets just rotate to the first house, and from there he can put some pressure on R3D. But then no one knows IR2, so that's gonna be one of the things. And Pyro on the other hand, Pyro versus Rising Nepal. This can happen once again. The previous match, Rising Nepal just lost the first fight, and Pyro had a 1-0 score on the fight that they two had. But I think Rising Nepal will be looking forward to just even out the numbers. And the third airdrop, ladies and gentlemen, has the AWM. The previous airdrop had Groza and 8x. This airdrop is ready for that 8x to be utilized.
Yeah, that is definitely. Plus, with the AWM, the damage is definitely going to kick in for all the players. But now the blue zone was closing in on the circle, so the next set of rotations from the team are going to kick in soon. But R3D still at a standstill against Bang, slowing down the pace of the game a little bit. But Bang, they are being careful as well. On the other side, Rising Nepal right now are just gonna chill in these huts because they do not have to rotate anywhere basically.
Yeah, but as of now, as the clock hits 14 minutes on the circle has just shifted. This is the third circle, ladies and gentlemen, for you guys. 1 minute 30 seconds more for this circle to shift. And as you can see, 99% of the teams are inside the circle. As of now, only DC that is rotating from Query is not inside the circle, and TDP and Jyanmaara someplace in 1971. 1971 is still sitting outside the zone from last 3 circles. And they just play the blue zone game. They are just playing the game in which they just have to stay at the blue zone so that they can take out some points of the position as well. And look at this, 3 players on 1 rock. That's a team meeting going out there. But then Bang LT is trying to move forward. I think he has spotted one of the players, and that is going to be Season, as Season is looking forward to take up a fight. And Unzeal is also in one direction. IR2 is still the player that no one has spotted, and LGT would like to move in forward. They should be knowing that no one is in that house, but still they are just waiting for them to move in out there. And SS moves in forward as well. LDT and YCL. Bikal once again a person that is on the other side, and Season and Unzeal, 2 players versus 3 players is a 3v2 situation. And if Season gets spotted, that can actually put pressure on R3D as he can go down. LDT moving in forward, but the Molotov is welcoming him already, as Season is not making a move right now. Season is still sitting there. He is bounded by that Molotov. Not anymore. He can go for a movement out there, but LDT will he be opening the door right now? As you can see, he is just outside that area, outside that house, just trying to spot a particular position. Goes for an FPV switch, spots one player, takes him down in an incredible way. Would like to finish him, but he should be ready as another player. Unseal's out there, and Unseal goes forward, but he's also down right now. IR2, the lone survivor from R3D, spots Bang Bikal, goes for some shots. His location has been given. YCL is ready for something. I think SS and YCL, they can go for a throwable fight out there, as Bang Bikal is trying to go for it. Throws the smoke right now out forward. That's a really good thing. And YCL LDT are moving forward. Takes on one IR2 takes on one player, is ready for the other one as he comes from the left, but that won't be enough as R3D makes an exit.
Yeah, an amazing engagement coming in from the side of Bang, and they were being careful about every single thing. But now KTM, they are going up against Vibes. Redeye is going to be taken out. Warren was taken down early. He was knocked out. Suraj is going to be knocked out by KTM Akshay, and Akshay is going to take down Redeye as well. Now, once again, 2 players from the side of KTM still left standing. Suraj and Warhead were knocked down, and Anik from the side of Vibes is going to be finished off as well. And Vibes take the exit from this game by the hands of KTM. Ramos and Akshay doing the hard work, losing just 1 player, Warhead, who was taken down. Suraj, he is going to get a revive. But once again, all the other squads are quite close, and we have team number 20 coming in. This could be the second engagement, but are KTM going to be healthy enough to take this fight from DE?
Yep, and we'll have to see what happens as KTM. See, the shades of the previous game, kind of like DE has 2 players that are just moving in forward. Illusion sir, Vadu sir right now, and KTM, I mean, previously was 3-2, but KTM has 3 players. That 3v2 situation once again coming in handy for the teams. We'll have to see how it all goes as Rising Nepal is also ready for a fight. This Cold War once again just going out there. Pyro versus Rising Nepal, and DC is out there for backstabbing, and top damage dealers. KTM Akshay is still out there with 494, about to be 500 damage with 3 kills. A1 ES's Sinister is out there with 406 damage with just 1 single kill. Elementrix making up an appearance out there, 357. And as we were talking, Charlie takes on PN Blend. So PN Gaming might have to, look at their roots once again. And DE versus DC versus KTM. there can be a bit of a third-party scenario going on. And Rising Nepal still at the center of the circle alongside PN and Pyro. That is just sitting at the edge right now. DE Illusion Cells just moving in forward. DE out. So Felix OP is trying to spot some players and he takes down DE Raids in an incredible way. His AKM does a lovely job when he has that in his hands.
Yeah, it definitely does. But on the other side, when we had a look of the minimap, did you see where Jyanmaara was? They were outside the circle, so the rotation for them is going to be pretty hard. But on the other side, DC, they could be in trouble because they tried to engage in a fight where DE and KTM were already present. But on the other side, KTM, their attention focused on TDP, Mr. Thing being taken down as well. And that could go wrong for the side of TDP at any given moment. Just one player left standing. How long can they survive? But Kick-Ass, he's going to take a lot of damage. He's going to be knocked out by Wadu, sir. But Wadu is going to be taken down and he's going to be finished off. Deadeye Guy is taking an exit on the 13th position by Pyro Trevez's hand. The revive is going to come in for his teammate, but for now he has to be careful as well. But KTM are closing and TDP Utsarga, he's going to go in against the squad of Bang. How can he help his team survive? They are being engaged upon from both sides. KTM on one, Bang in front of them. Utsarga with that Uzi at a close range. This could be really lethal to the players of Bang. LTD right in front of them, going for that TPP, but is not going to find anyone. But now all his teammates are there. It's going to be a 4 versus 2 engagement in the front line. 2 players from the side of Bang. They were left back, so they can actually do a lot of damage from far off distance. On top is already quite low.
Look at YCL. He's just rotating to the direction no one just knows out his location out there. Utsarga is going for a grenade throw. Puffy on the left hand side goes for a grenade in the smoke, and Bang Bikal can go down, but then the grenade is just far away. KTM still goes down as Bang SS is taking his fight to the other direction. LDT moving in forward is just one rock behind, takes down one, spots one player, and he is low on 10 HP. Bikal is moving forward. Utsarga and Puffy, it might be really bad for them as Bang LDT is moving in forward, takes down 2 players in an incredible 1-on-2 situation. Bang SS is doing incredible job of finishing those players and eliminates TDP. As Bang SS, I think he has 3 kills if I'm not wrong, or if not anything, he surely has 2 kills, or this guy.
Yeah, definitely this guy with the backstab for his team, with the cover fire basically, just set up the fight in amazing fashion. On the other side, Solti squad, Nima is going to be knocked down. But Pyro, this could go horrible for them at any given moment if KTM actually engage upon them, because Rising Nepal is on the downward side as well, and once the shots are fired away, the information is going to be relayed. But now Solti squad, Xtreme and AJ in close quarters with 1971 Gladiators, and the circle blue zone is coming in as well. So this is going to be incredible. AJ is going to be taken down, but Xtreme is still standing. Sinistro running out on the outside, and it's going to finish up Xtreme as well. And Solti squad are going to take an exit on the 11th position.
It was like they just rammed into each other and they just fell down. It was like a push or something. I don't know what just happened in that thing, but then 1971 survives to see another day. Elementrix Orange currently outside the circle, and Pyro players have their eyes on him. Orange goes down. Shaga should not be reviving him as of now, as Pyro is going for a revival on Myth. ES, but Elementrix in a bad spot right now. DC can spot them from one direction. Look at this. A grenade came to Myth. Myth is low on health right now. He just got a revival. He needs to pop up a first aid, but then KTM is ready for a fight from behind of them, and the zone just
look at these teams.
Rising Nepal is still inside the circle from previous 3 games. In 1971, the team that was doing a northern rotation is still out there. And there's the 5th circle, ladies and gentlemen. Elementrix Shaga outside the circle will be down by the play zone. Exactly, that is one thing that happened. Yama ES out there, Myth ES out there. Trev ES has taken a lot of damage. And Yama ES can go for the demise of the team of Elementrix as we are talking, and KTM Rage goes down. Pro Noob takes that play zone damage. Yama ES could have spotted him, but he spots one player, and that will be the end of DC squad out here as Jam Classy makes an exit on the 9th position with 5 kills. That's an incredible kill count for the team. These are top damage dealers alongside play zone, as KTM Akshay has 874 damage and 4 kills. And look at this, Bang squad just left outside the circle. Elementrix makes up that exit on 8th position, and Bang with YCL surviving. Will he be able to make it? I think he has picked up all the first aids. Jyanmaara is also in a bad spot right now, as Rising Nepal has their eyes on set on him. Team Pyro gets eliminated on the 7th position, and this is going to be really, really bad as we have 5 squads, and Gunner goes down as Rising Nepal's crazy is going crazy with his gun. Spots one player, just finishes his legacy, and Nang is outside the circle. I don't think so he's going to give his skill to anyone right now.
Yeah, Nang just healing up for as long as he can, and he wants to deny that kill, especially to the side of Rising Nepal, who are responsible for finishing his entire squad basically. On the other side, Jyanmaara, they had a pretty good rotation coming in from the northern side of the map, decided to rotate from the side of boot camp. That I think has to be a questionable
dancing once again.
Yeah, we get to see that a lot.
Goes in style, if anything, if you have to say anything, and we'll have to see what happens after this. They had 0 kills, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, they had 0 kills. They did not actually pick up any fights with anyone.
All right, Rising Nepal now. It's up to Rising Nepal. They have to get inside the circle, as well as the circle is on the faster side for them. We are down to 4 teams, ladies and gentlemen. 4v4v 4v3. Each and every squad has a good manpower for taking fights in their hands, as Rising Nepal is also trying to move in forward. They have spotted T2K's players. They know T2K is right in front of them. Sonam is out there. Alex is out there. Crazy can just rotate, but the zone is not gonna let him do that. This grenade, if it does damage, it's gonna do damage to 2 players. But as of now, T2K makes out their exit from that direction. Legend knows. Now they know that there are players coming to them. Sonam has been spotted. Sonam is low on HP right now. Just 75 HP for that player. We'll have to see what happens. As Alex White is also trying to move in forward. Crazy is moving forward. Alex White spots one player, takes him down, but he also goes on the counter fire. A grenade comes in on T2K. Charlie, that grenade takes him down as Sonam does an incredible job. Legend can be spotted. Yes, he will be, but he was incredible with his gun as Predak is trying to finish out some players, but Predak has been spotted outside the circle, outside the area. It's Predak versus him, and he's taking the zone damage and players damage as well, as Rising Nepal goes out in an incredible fight. T2K is destined to win this one as well.
Yeah, Rising Nepal, that was just one mistake. Predak standing in the corner of the house just takes a lot of damage from the blue zone in an instant, and that is going to put him in trouble for a long time basically, because his team has been eliminated. But T2K, 1971 Gladiators and PN Gaming, the top 3 teams in this game right now. Oh, Saluwaiti tried to spot out some players from the side of PN Gaming, and I think he knows that there are people present over there. He is trying to... Oh, Ayush, with that, he's going to be spotted out. Takes a lot of damage, drops down to 40% health, and Mafia Ninja is right behind him. Ayush also taking a lot of damage from Saluwaiti. The pixel shots coming in, and oh, the skill being stolen by Legend.
Oh my god, that was something different. 8 people alive,
that was
8
actually
teams remaining. Yeah, that was just something else on the other level, and it's a 4v3v1, ladies and gentlemen. T2K Hunter has been spotted. He is low on HP right now. Saluwaiti was an incredible level. Mafia Ninja still coming into the fight. Takes down 97 on Ryan. Mafia Ninja goes down by the plays on that only end of PN Gaming right now, as the team is still going strong, but it's a 4v3 situation with Ryan desperately needing a revival. Other than that, it's a 3v3 fight. Ryan will be revived, but look at this. The grenades, the throwables, the smoke, the molotovs coming in handy from one direction to the other direction. Nightwing goes down, another grenade, another molotov goes down, and on all of the team, and the grenade just ends each and every one.
You said T2K was going to take this game, but I don't think even they expected 1971, the Gladiators, to have this much literal firepower with them.
The throw power, not even firepower. They were like molotovs, grenades, everything just went
basically threw the kitchen sink at them. I mean, that's the only thing that would have been left.
Which kitchen sink
That's
has
an
grenade?
expression, Ocean.
That
is an expression. That is an expression, okay? That is an expression that you say when someone is going all out. You just throw the kitchen sink. That is an expression. That's a figure of speech.
But
oh boy. Yeah.
A molotov was done.
Kobe would have been actually happy about it. A lot of needs.
A molotov was thrown and a grenade just comes in, and that was just an incredible show of the throwable power. How do you end the game? With a bang.
Yeah, with a bang indeed. Coming in like okay, the kill being stolen, that was unexpected, but this was just topping everything that we have seen so far. Even I guess even the 1v4 was you get to see those ending plays with grenades, but not an entire team being wiped out. That I think was the surprising factor over here, because you usually expect in this situation T2K would have actually smoked up a place for themselves and actually would have tried to rotate out of that situation once the Molotov started coming in. but did not do that. Just stood behind a rock and basically took everything and just died in an instant.
Yeah, I mean that was a pretty different thing, and obviously PN Gaming not giving their kills, Jyanmaara not giving their kills. I mean Nang was just dancing out there outside the circle. So those kind of things that happen, that they just show how much kill points matter even for the dying team. They just don't want to give their kills to the other person. They just don't want to try to get inside the zone because they might be spotted, and a team, they can just sit there, stand there, heal battle until and unless their first aids run out, and after that they can just, I don't know, just try to go for some YOLO strat or something.
Nang was just hoping that some team got eliminated before he ran out of healings, and unfortunately did not happen.
Your pick was Jyanmaara and my pick was Elementrix. So we'll have to see
मोडरेटरहरुकोमा त्यो मेम्बरको चाहिँ नदेखाउँदो रहेछ
YT.
Yeah.
With those, like, he was just trying to see pixels of his opponent and he was just shooting constantly on those pixel shots. That was just
that was incredible because from our perspective, we could not see the player, but usually when you stand behind a tree, that basically part of your arm usually shows, and connecting damage to that sort of a small of an area, that's incredible.
Constant regular damage. He was just going for it.
The moderator को मात्र side में अरूको मात्र side में देखा जस्तो लाग्थ्यो.
Head damage is 110. Body damage is 24.
Yeah.
Like not the body, the arm damage and the forearms and all those damage is 24. 110 versus 24 damage, and you were shooting for those 24 damage.
Where is Chrome?
Amazing, but I won't be surprised if Sallu White is not the MVP or something, but then we'll have to see and we'll have to crunch some numbers for that. So let's just go to the MVP out here in this game.
And it is Sallu White with his 5 kills, 539 damage. 4.88 kilometers traveled and 24 minutes survival time.
Out of these 5 kills, 3 were from the final grenade. That just took. Like that was an incredible grenade for the player. If anything. I mean that was just an amazing gameplay. You just showed that even if your opponents are uncovered, they just showed the T2.
ए तिम्रो त्यो मोडको उसमा चाहिँ त्यो साइडमा चाहिँ मेम्बरको त्यो साइन देखाएन भनेको के.
This time they were like, okay.
म एकचोटि डिमोट गर्छु ल.
T2K were coming in with the backstab as well in this game, but now
एकचोटि मोड हटाएर फेरि मोड दिन्छु ल.
1971 Gladiators taking the first position for themselves. T2K going to be second. Ultimate Bang is going to be on the third. PN Gaming taking the fourth spot. But look at this interesting. Ultimate Bang eliminated quite early in the top 8 stages, but still on the third position, 9 kills to them. On the other side, PN Gaming finished third, but did
first game T2K le
fourth now. Rising Nepal's taking the fifth spot for themselves. Team Pyro is going to be 6th. KTM Rage climbs up massively, being eliminated on the 10th, but 6 kills for them is going to make sure that they are in the top 8 on the 7th position right now. And Damn Classy is going to be on the 8th position, 3 placement points, 5 kill points, 8 points in total. But moving on to the next stage, Jyanmaara is going to be on the 9th spot, 7 placement points, and Elementrix on the 10th, 4 placement points, 2 kills, 1 point difference, and I win against Ocean. So 6 points for them, Elementrix taking the 10th spot. But moving on, Vibes is going to be on the 11th position with 5 points, 4 kills. They had 4 kills.
Why did not you just pick any other team, please? but to be honest, I got to eat 2 slices now, and that is going to be something. But alright, let's talk about the teams. Like once again, A1 Esports.
Yeah.
Still kind of having a bad day right now. I mean, if anything, the competition is kind of at that point. There's just 2 matches left. Salty squad had a bad run in this one.
Yeah.
They had 1 point. That puts them not in the danger zone, but kind of at that zone where they can, they need to have good consistent games. Each and every team from in that 9 to 16 kind of needs to have those good consistent games, and that is going to be, game changer, pace changer and everything. So we'll have to see how those things, count and counter attack.
Yeah, but for now, let's have a look at A1 Esports versus Salty squad for this game and see how they were doing this time around. Salty with 0 kills, A1 Esports with 1 kill. Damage all towards the side of A1 Esports, 762 to 85, healing 3 to 331. Distance travel 10 kilometers to
10 kilometers, and that too when the match had just started.
Yeah,
they had 10 kilometers of distance traveled, and alongside the fact that I mean, the fights were not in their favor, if anything. They dealt some damage, but
member
of them knocking one player as such. So that was kind of a bad thing. Standings and all those things. And let's just see like where each and every team is standing. When games have passed and when everything is coming to its end game, their eyes on the topmost position. Bad games, previous game at third position, no one's gonna contest them. Nothing happens. 97 Gladiators has jumped up one spot. Deadeyes Guy is out there on third position. INES is out there on fourth. Rising Nepal is still rising right now, slowly and steadily, but still they are in that race. And Team T2K is out there on the 7th one. Team 7Cs is currently at the 8th position with all their 16 games that has happened.
Yeah. But now moving on to 9 to 16, it's going to be Hype on the 9th position, 155 points, Xtreme on the 10th, 152. But they have played all 16 games. Salty Squad on the 11th position, 14 games played, 2 more to go, 145 points. So they still have the opportunity to climb. Nepali Ho Ni done with their games on the 12th position, 144 points. Jyanmaara has 2 more games. R3D has 2 more games. They are sitting on 13. 29 points. Wolves 10, they are going to drop low if Trusty Process or Elementrix actually put up good performances, because Wolves 10 right now 16 games played, 26 point Trusty Process, 16th position, 14 games plays, 121 points. So the difference is not that big. It's just 5 points between them. Moving on, Elementrix on the 17th position, 14 games played, 111 points. So they have the opportunity to make it with just one chicken dinner and some extra kills for themselves. On the other side, KSX, they are going to drop down low even further. If Ultimate Bank has an amazing game this time around, they have climbed up a little bit, moved on to the 9th position. So from 19 to 24th, all the teams have 2 more games remaining. But the difference, other than Ultimate Bank, everyone, it's going to be hard to cover up the gap basically in 2 games.
I mean, that is going to be one of the things that I mean, each and every team has to look forward, and the teams that are in from 11 to 16, no mistake should be made from their side. As each and every mistake, each and every person that drops out from their team as the matches go is going to land them to a danger zone, at the end when the whole squad wipes, it's going to end the game for them. That is happening. That will be happening when they have decent amount of kills and a good position.
Yeah, definitely a good position and decent amount of kills. That is what's going to be required, because as Ocean said, one mistake is going to move you down the points table in the overall standings. But we have 2 more games to go. We'll be back after a short break. You guys stay tuned and keep watching.
Keep watching. मैले हल्ला उस गरिरहेको थिएँ, स्टिकर बनाउन सिकिरहेको थिएँ अनि स्टिकर हालेको थिएँ कि एउटा दुईटा हो। यो आउनु पर्ने हो कि खास यो ठुलै देखाउँदो रहेछ यो चाहिँ।
ममा आउँदा पानी ल्याइदिन्छु नि। यामा नुब हो अरे, यामा नुब होइन, यामा बेब हो। हजुर
points, so they have the opportunity to make it, and with just 152
in their favor, if anything, they dealt some damage, but then that damage was not equivalent of them knocking one player as such. So that was kind of a bad thing or anything. But then let's just go to the overall standings and all those things, and let's just see like where each and every team is standing. When 2 games have passed and when everything is coming to its end game, as set their eyes on the topmost position. Good games, bad games, previous game at 3rd position, no one's going to contest them, nothing happens. 97 Gladiators has jumped up 1 spot. Deadeyes Guy is out there on 3rd position. INES is out there on 4th. Rivals X is out there on 5th one. Rising Nepal is still rising right now, slowly and steadily, but still they are in that race. And Team T2K is out there on the 7th one. Team 7Cs is currently at the 8th position with all their 16 games that has happened.
Yeah, But now moving on to 9 to 16, it's going to be Hype on the 9th position, 155 points. Xtreme on the 10th, 152. But they have played all 16 games. Salty Squad on the 11th position, 14 games played, 2 more to go, 145 points. So they still have the opportunity to climb. Nepali Ho Ni done with their games on the 12th position, 144 points. Jyanmaara has 2 more games. R3D has 2 more games. They are sitting on 13th and 14th position respectively with 137 points and 129 points. Wolves Den, they are going to drop low if Trusty Process or Elementrix actually put up good performances, because Wolves Den right now 16 games played, 15th position, 126 points. Trusty Process 16th position, 14 games played, 121 points. So the difference is not that big. It's just 5 points between them. Moving on, Elementrix on the 17th position, 14 games played, 111 points. So they have the opportunity to make it in with just 1 chicken dinner and some extra kills for themselves. On the other side, KSAX, they are going to drop down low even further if Ultimate Bank has an amazing game this time around. They have climbed up a little bit, moved on to the 19th position for now. Still have 2 more games to go. So from 19 to 24th, all the teams have 2 more games remaining. But the difference, other than Ultimate Bank, everyone, it's going to be hard to cover up the gap basically.
Chance चाहिँ सबैको छ तर जो एउटा चढ्यो भने चाहिँ अर्को चाहिँ गयो के अब चाहिँ लाइक सबै दुवै मिलेर चाहिँ पुग्दैन
as each and every mistake, each and every person that drops out from their team as the match is on is going to land them to a danger zone, and at the end when the whole squad wipes, it's just going to end the game for them. And if that is happening, that should be happening when they have decent amount of kills and a
chicken dinner
definitely a good position and decent amount of kills. That
overall ma chai total ho
as Ocean said, one mistake is gonna move you down the points table in the overall standings. But we have
vibe cheat cha we'll viper EMR card hype cheat cha kin na chhinu उनीहरु 9th मा छ 8th हो कि 9th
खाना अहिले रामेन
अब Miramar र Erangel यो फाइनलमा चाहिँ 16 जना टप 16 तर अनि यो PMPL मा चाहिँ only 6 teams from South Asia अरे टप 6 मात्र जाने यार
अनि आन्टी बिजी होला नि त आफै क्वेशन चाहिँ छोड
Pablo Escobar mobile ko le apa sa tuare
Santos
ओके 8 मिनट बाँकी के नि आज PMCO पुलवालपुरमा फेरि वही कुआला लुम्पुरमा गराउने अरे खेल्नेहरूलाई त थाहा छैन होला कता पर्छ अब उसहरू यसको फाइनल पनि उसमै हुन्छ के ल्यान्ड चाहिँ कुनै पनि हुँदैन उस मात्र ल्यान्ड हुन्छ
Miramar third game
अरे भाई
अहिले बुझ्छु के हो Selena फाट दिदी के छ
गाह्रो छ हो गाह्रो छ कहाँ यार मेरो त टप 16 मा जाने सब नेपालीलाई सपोर्ट त बैंगलाई चाहिँ नेक्स्ट टाइम सपोर्ट गर्नु पर्ला ल ओके एउटा कमेन्ट डिलिट गरेछ यप प्रो लिग चाहिँ ल्यान हो Hola, Edes, ¿qué pasa?
Anna. Do. No. Chat.
Hello everyone and once again welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split South Asia Semi-Finals. Last day of the semi-finals. We are down to the penultimate game of today. It's going to be played on Ocean forgot it's going to be
No, I remembered it. I was just thinking, how does he remember that thing? Like, see, if I had to, this guy is incredible when it comes to giving the intros, because if I had to remember, I might fumble in like PMCO 2020 Spring Split South Asia Semi-Finals. Oh, I said it. Okay.
It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. And it is pretty fun to do what we do as well, and it's pretty fun to interact with the audience.
We love this thing, I mean, to be honest. I, for one, love this thing.
Yeah. And we were talking about teams as well, Ocean. So once again, we are having a bet. We are going to pick teams in every game. Whoever loses has to take a bite of a slice of lemon. Right now, I'm winning. Ocean is 2 down, so he will be taking 2 slices after the last game. And
can you skip it to some other day, please?
And we have one team for overall as well, and that is Ocean picking Soti Squad, and I have selected Rising Nepal. But let's just talk
about something that is the first and the second team right now. That is PN Gaming.
Mula
like where they are headed towards, because PN Gaming, I mean, there's nothing stopping this team as of now. This team has 74 kills. Gladiators is close to them when it comes to kill numbers. I mean, they can just take the kill numbers in this particular game. But then 17307 is the damage for them, and 13157 for Gladiators. 6403 is the healing out. I mean, in the healing matter, PN Gaming has less number of amount of healing as compared to the Gladiators, but see the headshots, 1/3 of PN Gaming. 33% headshots is the number that they have right now. 31%. That's a lot. That's a lot better than.
Why are you going so precise? 33, 31.
Long time. PMCO watch party.
Yeah, but still, like, and that is if you see, like, every one in third shot is a headshot for them, and every one in fifth for Gladiators. That's a lot of difference when you kind of go for it.
There's a lot of difference, but that is actually still a pretty big percentage if you consider if you are just talking about PUBG in its whole. But look at this, another big difference is going to be total points.
Yeah,
it's going to be 229 to 176. How are you going to close that gap? PN Gaming are still playing an incredible game.
And those 43 points, that you kind of need 2 good games for yourself and 2 bad games for themselves. That is like one of the things. So if I don't think so, that no one is dethroning PN Gaming right now. Not today. So we'll have to see like what happens and how it all goes. But so far, for now, PN Gaming got that chance where INES and Rising Nepal were not performing good. They were like, okay, this is our chance, let's just go for it. First chicken, second chicken, third chicken. I mean, out of the 4 chicken dinners, they had 3 yesterday.
Rising Nepal, you just mentioned the name, that brings me to the topic. From leading the overall standings to dropping down to the 9th position. So today, the final day, I think the squad is going to put up their best performance, same as day number 1, and are going to look to make that push again. On the other side, once again, the interesting topic is going to be Trusty Process versus Elementrix, because the difference over there is not that big, and one good game could make sure that Elementrix is in and Trusty Process is out.
The bridge is not that big. If the team goes for a good performance, it goes up. If the same team goes for a bad performance, the bridge goes up. So it's that thing. You are winning something, you are losing something, but that win and loss actually matters. And we are in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Pick a team.
TDP.
Alright, he's gonna go for TDP. I'm gonna go for 1971.
Alright, and we'll have to see.
For a particular team, for a particular game, we can pick up the teams that there are. So 1971 Gladiators is gonna be my team, and A1 Esports have had their early exit right now. La Cobrera as a plane path follows from La Cobrera to Los Leones, La Bendita, San Martin, Pecado, other areas that the teams can go. T2K, I can see them going to El Pozo. Is going out there to Montnuevo or something. But then will a team try to go there as R3D is gonna go for their Los Leones right now.
पहिला त्यही भएर त बिचमा मैले कति भयो कति स्ट्रिमै गर्थेँ अनि त्यसपछि आएपछि चाहिँ अनि PUBG खेलिन्थ्यो नि त खेल्ने बेलामा चाहिँ स्ट्रिम हानिरहेको थिएँ आजकल त खेल्ने बेलामा कम खेलिन्छ अनि स्ट्रिम पनि कमै हुन्छ खास त्यही वाच पार्टीको लागि मात्र बेला बेलामा स्ट्रिम प्लस अनि अर्को
I mean, yeah, that is going to be one of the things. But
oh, bhai, A1 le ke gareko yaar.
Mr. Yozu Kapshi goes for him and would like to finish him. I think he's going to go for a fist fight. And he is going for it. Like at the early stage, even the single bullet matters. But look at this. 1971. DE wipes 3 teams right in front of each other as DE Shifusa goes with his Uzi, takes down Red Eye and just finishes him. Does not go for a fist fight this time, but this time he was like, let's go for a total catastrophe. And Wadusa goes on Vibes Zerat as well. Vibes is not looking in a good mood right now. Anak is just sitting out there, not making a move, just waiting for him. As Wadusa goes in, Shifusa goes in, but cannot spot Anak as he's on the ground floor right now.
Anak is definitely going to be in trouble, but DE, they are going to be in trouble themselves, because 1971 Gladiators, by now they know that the squads are fighting and they're going to be investing a lot into this fight. Shifu is low, he hasn't healed up, that means he does not have any healing utility. Now Illusion Sir is going to go in, and Anak is going to drop him as well. That's just going to leave Shifu with some health on himself, but Shifu with that UMP is going to finish off Anik, and that's going to mean Wives being eliminated. But this is what I was talking about. 1971, now they know DE have invested a lot into the last fight, and now 1971 are going to look to collapse upon all the players from the side of DE. The players, they do not have that many heals so that they can survive. Sinistro, he is so low, but this could be the fight that 1971 Gladiators actually come out on top of. There is a huge probability for that, since once I say this again, he invested a lot into the last fight and they do not have the heals to survive this one.
And this is going to be something as DE, I mean 1971 should not be giving them any chance right now. And Wadusa, DE knows that they should go out, and that is what is happening. Wadusa goes down by Salu YT as he just 1 pixel hits him. Wadusa has been finished. Shifusa yet not spotted. Sinistro is moving in forward and takes down Shifusa would like to finish. And look at this illusion. Magic pixels of their HP, just trying to survive, trying to heal if they can just go for it. Jyanmaara's gunner also takes his fight with a Thompson right now, as these two players just barely breathing for the team, barely breathing for the team's survival. Vibes was the first team to get eliminated out there. Further, like, Miramar is a faster game right now. Nightwing takes on Illusions. So look at this, 1971. Look at them just moving in forward, charging in forward, punching in forward through each and every obstacle that there is. And Rated Sir with that shotgun can do some damage, can do some incredible catastrophe, but he has been spotted. And I think DE will be making out an exit. 4 kills for the team. That can reflect in the overall kill points.
That is definitely going to reflect. But on the other side, Jyanmaara taking it from the side of Rising Nepal. And I want to, like, 1971, the way they engaged on that fight, that was actually really commendable and really, really smart. They waited for the entire engagement to die. And then once Deadeye Guys, they were done with the players from Vibes, that's when they decided to engage in. And that just shows how much patience, how much discipline this team has. On the other side, A1 Esports, Dante is going to look to flank the players from the side of Bang. YCL Stranger is going to drop Bang LTD, and that is just going to put Bang at a huge disadvantage. YCL still not being spotted. SS and Bikal sticking to the back lines. But Kapshi from A1 Esports, he is quite far away, and LDT is going to be finished off with that Uzi coming in from Stranger. Bikal cooking up that nade. Can he catch someone with that one and throws it towards Sinister, but the distance just not good enough. Stranger takes a lot of damage. He's going to get taken out by Bang SS, but Bikal is going to be traded out instantly by Sinister. Sinister drops him really low. Kapshi with that Scar L is going to have to provide the cover fire for his teammate. Tries to fire some shots toward SS, but does some damage to him. Can Stranger make this one count? SSE is quite low, and he's going to be taken out as well. That's just the only member from the side of Bang standing. And if he gets taken out, that's going to be it for the side of Bang. So 5 minutes in, 2 squads already being taken out. If Dante is so close to YCL, could it be 3 squads being taken out now?
Oh, that M16, can it do something in the close range, as he has one M16 for himself? It's gonna do something. Yes, it does a bit of a damage done, but then that actually leaves the player down, and Dante goes down in that M16. Incredible burst game coming out there. That was just amazing by YCL. The solo survivor surviving for the team and is trying to go for it as a revive is coming out for Stranger right now by Sinister, and Kapshi is moving in forward. But I think as Kapshi has Scar L, he has AKM.
Yeah.
These good guns, I think that M16 is not going to stand a chance against these guns, and obviously 3 players out there. Kapshi is just moving in forward.
Definitely.
Charging in. He just wants to barge inside that fight if he gets a chance, and I think he's gonna get the best out of that fight, as YCL is once again ready, once again just sitting out in that area, and he's going for a grenade. If this grenade actually does some damage to Kapshi, knowingly or unknowingly, that's gonna change everything for the game, as Kapshi is right at that area, but then it hits that van is what it is hitting right now. Now he knows the location of Kapshi. YCL, will he go for it? He has 2 guns right now, but then both of them are either single guns or burst guns, and the zone is coming. The zone is going to do its work out there, as A1 Esports is ready for a fight. Sinister is trying to move in forward, but then the zone's chip damage is still making into the play. Sister, the grenade comes really close to him. His health has been taken down. Molotov coming out there for Stranger, but then he's going to be the one that is out there, and just one shot, a headshot with that M4. Ultimate Bang makes out their exit.
Yeah, Ultimate Bang is going to be taken out, but A1 Esports, they are going to be in trouble now. They are taking damage from the blue zone, and once they start to rotate, they are going to be in trouble if any of the teams is going to be gatekeeping. Gatekeeping, actually, you get to see a lot on Miramar, just because the map is quite open and it's easy to catch people off guard once they are trying to climb down those mountains or trying to run across those ridges or even try to drive. But now PN Mafia Ninja quite close to the players of R and Prerak. Has he spotted the car moving? And I think yes, he has. He's gonna run into the warehouse. On the other side, Mafia Ninja is waiting for them. He has stopped. He is turning around and trying to take this fight, but that would be a bad situation, because this is going to be a 3 versus 1. So now man, Alex Whitey trying to come for the wraparound, but now Mafia Ninja is gone. He disengaged. He has gotten away.
Oh, that is something that's out there. And Mafia Ninja, as you can see, just the car is just driving out there. And that drive is, yeah, okay. So Ayush is out there, and the first airdrop. Oh my God, this is a huge one. The first airdrop has the gun that has the maximum impact over everyone. But just look at Circle and look at Pyro. The the players are kind of split, and the circle and the airdrop is kind of at the Los Leones area, the centralized area of Los Leones, where each and every team would like to come. If you remember,
there's no one there, just KTM. It's right in front of them.
Yeah. I mean, if you remember, there was a time when the circle, the final circle was in Los Leones.
PUBG Nepal or Pride of Nepal
for those fights. If that happens in the same time, in the same thing today, that's gonna change each and everything. But then this out here was your favorite team, TDP, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Your pick for the game.
TDP right now sticking close to the place side of RD. R3D, it's on top, that's there. On the other side, Puffy, Utsarga, they are still in the blue zone and are going to look to rotate. And the circle still all over Los Leones. KTM, did they just pick the AWM? I don't know.
Game
it's quite close to them. They are going to be careful because they could be shot at.
We're going to see that in the kill feed.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be worth seeing in the kill feed once you have the AWM, especially on Miramar.
Yeah, and PN Blend on the other hand is PN, the squad that is just ruling
where
they are, and on top goes on by his own vehicle out there. And look at that. R3D is just moving in forward to take that kill. The kill that has been given to them by TDP on top in an incredible way. Obviously out there just, I mean, where is the rest of TDP? That's one question that I would like to see. Meanwhile, Rising Nepal, they are going from that Las Ventas area. I think, yes, that is the area from where they are moving. And Rising Nepal, they have been an incredible team, to be honest, in some of the games. But then some of the games is where they feel as crazy is out right now from the game. So we'll have to see how the game, they mold the game for themselves. We'll kind of have to see how it all just goes.
Yeah, definitely, because the game does throw random situations at you, like the gun spots and the circles, but it is your job to adapt to that, and we have to see if Rising Nepal are able to adapt to this one once again, because this circle over the Los Leones area, this is something that the players would have already dealt with. And now looking at the top damage dealers, A1 Esports, Kapshi and Sinister are going to be the first two. DE Shifuser is going to be the third with 300 damage to his name. JM Gunner fourth, and Bang YCL is going to be the fifth one.
Yep, and I mean, alright, did you just see A1 Esports a vehicle on him themselves as well in the kill feed? That's one thing that happened. I mean, that's a lot that we see in Miramar. One thing about Miramar is that the roads are kind of the a scary part of Miramar. Play zone is a scary part of Miramar. Like all those kinds of things, and that is one thing that actually happens. Meanwhile, JM Wong actually goes down as 1971 engages in another fight out there. We'll have to see how that
Hello, leader.
But the second airdrop, ladies and gentlemen, has an AUG and a desert ghillie suit. That is going to be something. Do you know?
Yeah.
A fact.
I know.
There are two kinds of ghillie suits that we get. Like in Vikendi, there's a white ghillie and a brown ghillie. So the brown ghillie that's a different name and different color. There's a bit of a color scheme going on. But look at that. A1 Esports is Kapshi. He's just sitting out there, trying to heal himself, taking that zone damage, and there are two teams fighting on either side of him.
The good thing for him is he does have enough healing. He had 3 first aid kits, he had a lot of bandages. The painkillers and the energy drinks were a little bit low, but now his teammates are going to be close to him. And 1971 Gladiators, they were waiting for him to come. They were waiting for him to come. That was so cheeky from the Gladiators, but now finally paying respect and are going to look to move in the play zone again themselves. But if A1 Esports actually get in first, they can actually stop, turn around and try and take the fight against 1971 Gladiators. And fighting in the blue zone is always going to be a little tricky, because the damage from the bullets is going to be there, but the more time you spend in the blue zone is going to be extra damage being taken at no cost.
Yeah, exactly. That's one thing that always happens out there when the circle. Okay, that is a good circle shift, as now the teams inside Los Leones will have to go for a plan B, and Salty can contest each and every direction as they are looking really good. Pyro's also out there. DC can be spotted by R3D as R3D was ready for a fight. IR2 has that M24, and can that shot hit? No, not yet.
He got out of the car. Wait, did he?
No, he did not. But then,
okay.
I like the way you think. Like, if a shot hits on you, you get out of the car or something, right?
No, I actually thought he got out once the name tag stopped moving. But yeah, they were still driving away. But IR2, is he going to go for the chase? I think so. Look at this: 6 first aid, 10 bandages, 5 energy drinks, 3
Oh
painkillers.
guys,
This man
toxic
is
हुने
gonna
टाइम
be
होइन
healthy
कि
for a
यहाँ
long
देखेको
time.
छैन बङ्गलादेशले कसरी
Like
खेलिरहेछ
he is gonna be healthy for a long time, and if the circle also
एकजुट
comes
हुनुपर्छ
on
गो
him, I mean that's not gonna do much of a damage right now. But look at this: KTM and Rising
इन्डियाको
Nepal,
हेर त्यो
like
पहिलाकोमा
right in corners of each other, right in front of each other, like knowingly or unknowingly, they're just out there. And Warhead has a Mirado. Will Akshay I mean, will Akshay be driving in his Mirado, or is he gonna go to some other location? That's one thing we'll have to see. But AJ, that's a weird one. The 1-3 split of Solti is a weird one right now. And JM T'Challa is also moving forward right now as Rising Nepal is trying to spot and take some shots on T2K's players. But for now, they're just going in their directions.
Yeah, definitely going in their direction, but one player who has to be careful as to which direction he goes in is going to be KTM Suraj. 2 players from the side of Pyro on the other side of the mountain, and if they actually close in on him, he is going to be in trouble. But right now, the man who's in trouble is going to be KCAS, dropping his health, dropping to 50%. And the player from KTM, he's going to disengage. He's going to fall back to his teammates and just be safe. On the other side, Pro Noob is going to look to spot some players. He's going to look to keep an eye on his own teammates as well this time. T2K, Bolihang chunking off that nade towards the player of JM. Not going to do much. The damage just not being given out. It falls a bit off its mark where they wanted it to land basically. But 1971, Sinestro is going to get taken out by a vehicle. On the other side, KTM, Akshay going in on Rising Nepal. Prerak is going to be taken down. He's going to be finished off by Akshay itself. Being caught off guard is never going to work out. Now, DC and T2K right next to each other.
Yep, and out there, this can be a fight out there. But KDM Suraj goes on Rising Nepal. Sonam, as previously Rising Nepal was at a really good spot, but now they have just fallen a bit short from their game. As of now, we'll have to see what happens as DC Sincere is taking this fight against T2K. And Sincere is on a run right now. Nightwing goes on by PN Blend. So that actually puts 1971 in a bad spot if the fight is happening, as they were trying to go outside the circle. And Pyro is once again trying to spot some players, pop some hits if they can just go for it. And look at this. The southern side of the circle is totally empty. No one is out there. And I think players are going down as 1971. Nightwing just goes out. 1971 outside the circle going for the overcommitment right now. And the circle shift is fairly on the side where people are not present there. So that means all the other players will have to rotate in. And Alex YT in a bad situation as Sonam is also bleeding out.
Sinestro was taken out by the blue zone on the other side. Sonam, I think he's going to be finished off, and Ramos finishes the job that he started. On the other side, Elementrix Poo Man with that Molotov on JM T'Challa is just going to drop the man in his tracks, but KTM Akshay is going to look to spot the players from the side of Pyro with that AWM in his hand. If he lands one shot, that could be enough. But the peak from the other players, he missed that because that was an over peak coming in from the side of Yama. He is focused on kick-ass for now, but switching your marks constantly, it is going to result in you basically missing an open opportunity. But on the other side, you have to keep an eye on both the players. Jyanmaara being eliminated by the players from Elementrix. Now Shagar engaging on the players from DC, but PN chimes in on them, and PN is going to take a hit from R3D because these teams are basically in a close quarter situation, and right now where the circle is basically an open area with a lot of bridges. So that's it. That's literally it where the circle is. You do not have any cover.
Oh, a grenade. This grenade can seal the kill as PN Blend was taken down by KTM players. But out there, TDP, Mr. Thing takes down 1971, Salu YT. A smoke for the right-hand side. That's a really good thing. But can he spot Elementrix's players as T2K is looking really good for a fight. And Hunter goes down by PNF6. The third party is coming in handy. The ridges that actually, takes all the trusts are coming in handy right now as T2K is in a bad spot right now. Just being shot from all the directions. Poliang goes down. He was trying to pop that smoke, but the smoke is not going to do enough. PN is ready for a fight as Afsak has popped out some players. Still has 0 kills. Yes. He's trying to make that number count. But then Pyrometheus' grenade takes on KTM Warhead. PN Blend goes down by Salty AG, and play zone hits up KTM Suraj. I think like the play zone is going to be a big game changer out here as Mini 14 is coming out by the hands of T2K Shari. Hunter gets a revive, but then Hunter is still low on health right now. Was popped out once again, is slowly and steadily bleeding out right now, and T2K is going to lose second player of its in just a hint of second. Play zone takes on KTM Warhead, and PNFC gets the kill of T2K Hunter. Salty Rusin on the other hand with a Scar L takes on A1 Esports Sinister, but then Kapshi comes up in a good cover. But then Nima comes up against Kapshi, so many cover fires just happening in back and forth. That is one thing. Stranger also takes down one player, and IR2 takes down TDP Puffy. As we are talking, Gladiators gets eliminated on 12th spot with 5 kills out there. A1 Esports make their exit on 11th with 6.
Yeah, and Elementrix could actually cause a lot of trouble for both these teams right now as to where they are. Because PN, T2K, they are on the low grounds on the other side. Elementrix, they have the high ground advantage, which matters a lot in a map like Miramar, wherein the space is that open. But Absek, he has the backstab, is going to drop Poo Man really low and is going to knock down 2 players from the side of Elementrix, and Sugar is the only man left standing. Can he actually close this one out? This is going to be really hard for him. He needs to go for the revives. First, a smoke for cover, and then a revive coming in for his teammates. Otherwise, this is going to be it for the side of Elementrix P, and they are charging in slowly and steadily. The UZ on Mafia Ninja could actually end this one, but he lies down, he prones, waits for Shagar to come in. Shagar going in for the side, going in for the flank. He is going to be finished off by T2K Legend. What? The kill being stolen by T2K Legend from that distance. That is just going to be a slap in PN's face.
Well, that was something different. But then T2K Legend just moves down as Coffin and just final bullet just sells. Okay, it was Ayush.
Yeah,
his bullet just hits
he's
him.
dominating.
That was incredible. Like, PN Gaming is dominating out in this fight. And I'll have to see what happens. T2K has been eliminated and we are 21 players alive and 8 teams remaining. We'll have to see what happens as R3D is trying to move in forward. Airdrop number 4 has AUG alongside a 4X. And people can use AUG for some sprays, but 4X I don't think so. But then KTM Akshay's AWM comes in handy with a headshot.
Yeah, he's been trying for so long. Finally, it works. Akshay. And this is going to be the perfect angle. Pyro is right in front of him on the low ground, but he has taken a lot of damage right now, sitting at somewhere around 30% health. He's going to use the first aid, is going to heal up, and is going to try again. But look at this. TDP up against DC. They have the ridge for their cover, but can they make this happen? Switching over to the Scarrel. Now, Akshay is going to be forced to run into the circle, but can he make it? Because he fired the shots, he's going to be pretty much really vulnerable. But Salty, they are closing in as well. And Akshay, he does not have that much time. The shots being fired drop him down to 20% health. Still, he has to get up and try to make his way. Or on the other side, he can just try and heal the players are distracted from the other fight and then try and run in.
I mean, there's still an open area. You see how openly distributed the circle is for all the teams. How openly distributed the area is for all the teams. PN being contested by Pyro as Pyro Kickers takes him down, but R3D takes on PN. Ayush PN is bleeding out as Avsec is the lone survivor from PN Gaming right now. R3D Kagura finishes PN. Ayush and Mafia Ninja has also been finished. So I think just one player remaining, that is going to be Avsec. Anzil is going to go for a spray. The spray is on him, and just one more shot to be connected, and that will be the end of PN Gaming on the 8th spot, making out their exit. 6 kills for that team right now. TDP not looking good as R3D IR2 goes for him and finishes Mr. Thing in the fight that is happening out in this open area. But Pyro, look at Pyro, Myth Kick goes on. Myth is low on HP right now. Salty actually just obliterates the competition between them. R3D and Zeal once again trying to spot some players on DC's side. And DC is looking good right now as they have a good cover. But for how long? As Atom, he just gets up and is on 1 HP. Will be taken down by Anzil's barrel 6 times spray. That was incredible.
Yeah, Anzil, he tried to connect it, but he was going to miss that one. But on the other side, KTM Akshay, he's going to be in trouble. Look at this. He's still fighting the blue zone for now.
Yeah, and KTM Ramos for the win has been taken on. KTM Akshay is outside the circle, but is still trying to take that area for himself. And Salty Nima takes on Pyro Yama. ES Salty Rusin takes on Pyro Myth. ES out there. Salty Nima is looking for a fight, an incredible fight that Salty squad would like to take, and takes down the whole squad of Pyro. Team Pyro gets eliminated on 7th spot. That was amazing.
And Nima is dominating now with the 3 kills that he has. But let's look at the damage dealers. PN Afsec, 731. A1 Esports Cup, she's going to be there. 607 damage. Salty Nima, 589 for him. KTM Akshay, 588. Oh, it's R3D IR2. Akshay is going to drop down, 512. And RN, Rising Nepal, Alex YT goes in on the players from the side of Salty. And Puffy is going to take a nade to his face. He's going to be taken down. That's going to be Trusty Process being eliminated on the 6th spot. We are down to the top 5 teams now. Rusin, he was knocked out. Akshay is right in front of him. Can they survive? Nima is the only man left standing for the side of Salty squad. He is going in for a revive on Xtreme, but that is not going to work out, buddy. The blue zone is here. You have to run. You have to survive. Rusin, he's going to be finished. In his dying moments, he has given Nima the information as to where Akshay is. But once again, here comes the blue zone. Does a lot of damage to Nima. Akshay is going to try and stay back, and he's going to try and connect his shots from LAN on the moving car. But even Akshay has to run. He's going to be in trouble otherwise. But now the teams are moving in towards the play zone. Nima being spotted out by R3D. Kagura is going to miss all his shots with that 2014. Switches over to the AK. But can he connect this time? It's going to be hard. There is a car right there for cover, buddy.
He's just trying to go for any single connection. If he can just, you know, have that hit mark just visible out there. But then KTM Akshay is going to spot them out, and Salty squad gets eliminated. But then KTM Akshay has been spotted in that process as well. 4 teams remaining. Rising Nepal, DC, R3D, and KTM. But R3D has that manpower. They have that open area power. They are distributed right in front of 2 different teams. KTM Akshay, solo survivor, still inside the circle right now. Still kind of trying to make it inside the circle. DC Pro Noob inside the circle right now. But then the other players, as R3D, they need to charge in, as Pro Noob is just, you know, just sitting out there. He has his eyes set on Rising Nepal, as he knows the smoke has been popped out there. So these players will have to see 4v1v1 situation, ladies and gentlemen. Akshay's AWM actually finishes the game out there as damn classy. 0 kills, but still gets eliminated. But that AWM, I mean, that is just creating some wonderful things out there. But can he just take this fight against 1v4 situation? If not 1v4, it's a 1v2 right in front of him, as Pirate and IR2 are on the different side of the ridges. Rising Nepal's is Alex White. Look at him just sneaking his way around in that deserted sand, just slithering in. But then KTM Akshay once again. This AWM is doing wonders for him as he takes down one more player. But it's a 1v4. Takes down one, just spots him with an incredible cover for him. But the circle, 40 more seconds. Can just make it count. The second player has been spotted. But will he actually go for the kill, or will he go for a revive right now? That's one thing that we'll have to see. But then IR2 is moving in forward. This is an incredible play by Akshay. The play that can actually change everything for the team. Takes down the second player almost, but his health is also down right now. Would like to pop that first aid. That's going to be an incredible one. IR2 moving in forward. That M24 in his hand. Why is that M24 in his hand? He'll be going down. Yes, it does. 1v2 situation out there. He has changed each and everything, but then a revival is being given out there. Will it be a revival for him or not? A smoke being popped up. He has to move inside the circle. He has to move inside the circle right now. The circle will be coming out to the circle of demise, the circle of death. But then he has spotted other players as well. Private has been revived, but will that be enough? That's only one of the things. This guy has an AWM, but he is popping out really good with the Scar L. The smokes are being done. The smoke wall is being made, but will it do something? Akshay is outside the circle. The circle is damaging him a lot. Will he be popping a first hit, or will he be moving right now? I don't think so. That will be enough as he goes down. Does not give a kill.
Yeah, does not. Does
but
definitely
still.
not. And R3D, just because of the 20 points that they have, and plus
Last
the number
match
of kills, they are still going to be first. But Akshay denying that final kill in those final moments, and he basically stole everything else. He stole DC, he stole
Rising Nepal's
kill as well, and that AWM just coming in handy for the man. And this man was outside the blue, fighting from the blue zone for a really long time. I think for the last 7 minutes. Blue zone comes in. Blue zone
Salty at one point. On the other side, they were Rising Nepal. PN Gaming was out there. He was taking fight from each and every one. He had the advantage of the first airdrop. Since then, he's just taking each and every fight.
Really incredible play coming in from the side of KTM, especially looking at the fact that they were in Los Leones all alone, and basically it gets a little bit boring when you don't have anyone to contest, just a free airdrop coming in. But on the other side, 1971 Gladiators started the game really strong. The late rotations is what got them killed.
Yeah, I mean, that was like one of the things that actually happened. And then Rising Nepal was left with just one player. Alex White is just, you know, lying out there. So that was one of the things. But R3D, they already had this game. I don't know, I think that was a fun element or something. Like R3D is one player using that M24 to just move in, like trying to finish the game in style or something. But he had 1 HP, so that was one thing that he kind of needed to, you know, just see it. Because a bullet would have just touched him, and that would have been his turning point.
He could have not been knocked down by fall damage itself. But like the height was not there, so going for the flashy plays. Okay, so that is still risky. Because if you put yourself in those shoes, your one teammate is knocked down. Yeah, you know he's getting a revive. But what if Akshay somehow actually managed to knock down the other players as well?
What if?
What if? Because that was actually a possibility. He still had like, I think he still had 3 bullets in that AWM.
Yeah, that is totally true. I mean, he could have just done wonders. We saw him doing wonders out there, and we could have seen much more. I mean, that guy is a legit born sniper. If anything, like he was just popping out heads and everything that he could see. If you could see a movement, then that guy's name, the opponent's name is showing on the crate and everything. So that was just coming out there in the kill feed. So that guy did incredible. I think he has 6 kills.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see where he stands with his team and with all the kills. That his team kind of has 7 kills or something, and they have 2nd position. So we'll have to see where that takes them out in the overall standings as well. As we're going to talk about those things in a bit of time. But then some teams, for the first time, less than 5 minutes, and 3 squads just got eliminated out there.
Yeah, squads being eliminated, but let's have a look at the MVP for this game and see who from R3D is going to take the title this time around. It is going to be IR2. Once again, this is the 2nd MVP, I think. 3 kills, 728 damage, 6 kilometers distance traveled, and 22 minutes survival time.
I mean, that's good. 6 kilometers. I mean, it's not as much as compared to what we call about when Miramar is in the equation.
22-minute Miramar
but still,
game.
yeah, 22 minutes Miramar game means that the damage, that the distance travel will be less, but the damage actually shows that he has obliterated everything.
Yeah, that was actually incredible. 728, meaning that he was creating a lot of openings, dishing out a lot of damage for his
Let's see the overall
teammates
standings
to basically go in and try and get the kills, try and finish people off. But now let's have a look at the top 5 players from the last match on Miramar and see who they are. It is going to be KTM Akshay, 6 kills, 1200 damage, 2 headshots. DE Shifusa, 2nd position, 4 kills, 300 damage. PN Afsek is going to be 3rd, 3 kills, 731 damage. R3D IR2, 4th position, 3 kills, 728 damage. And Salty Nima, 3 kills, 589 damage, is going to be 5th.
Yeah, these are the top 5 players of this particular match, of the second to last match, like the second last match, as after this is going to be one more angle. But then let's just have a look at what went where in this particular match. The goods, the bads, the uglies, and the crazies of this particular match, as we're going to talk about the standings. R3D Devils, 26.6 kills for them. KTM Rage,
21 points.
I mean, yeah, like those 7 kills, 6 by just one person alone. That was just incredible. And Salty Squad making
iOS or iPad
out in that area. I mean, look at one thing.
Yeah.
Look at Damn Classy.
Yeah.
They have finished 4th.
Yeah.
But no points. Yeah, 0 kills actually takes them to the
8th.
That's like one of the things that just
changes.
Rising Nepal on the 4th one, PNG Team Fire on the 6th one, and TDP is out there on the 7th position.
Yeah, but moving on to the next state, we still have to see where the other teams are and how they did. A1 Esports is going to be in the 9th team, 1971 Gladiators 10th. Elementrix take the 11th spot for themselves. Deadeyes Guys 12th. Team T2K are going to be 13th. Jyanmaara 14th. Ultimate Bank 15th and Vibe 16th. But look at this. This is what is interesting. This game was team finishing 13th has 4 points.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. A1 Esports for a change. I mean, they have 6 kills for them. So the equation was out. They have 1 placement point. They were eliminated a bit early, but still with that, they have good kill count. I mean, kills were really a big priority in this game for each and every team. That was just incredible.
I don't think it's hard to come across 22-minute Miramar games. That just
4
means that
gaming
people
like
are always fighting, and we did see that.
Like,
first squad, 2 squads were eliminated in an instant in front of our eyes. Where DE and just 1971 Gladiators just went on vibes. It was pretty incredible. Negative R3Ds and Akshay's performing coming out. But let's have a look at the overall standings now and see how this game affected them and where the teams are. PN Gaming is not going to move at all. They are still in the first position, 239 points. 1971 Gladiators, they take the second, 182 points. Rising Nepal move up to the third position, 174 points. Deadeyes Guys drop down a little bit, 171 points for them.
I mean, and after that we have INES
Look
on
at
the 5th
that.
position. Salty squad is out there on 6th position, 161 for the team. Rivals X, another team that has had their game, so that's why they are going
They
up
have
right
D
now.
or fourth match
with 15 matches played for them and 160 points is out there on the 8th position. So Rising Nepal is in top 3 now.
The jump was incredible.
The jump was incredible, and Salty is on 6 right now. I mean, you have chosen Rising Nepal for the overalls, right?
Yeah.
I have chosen Salty, and I'm kind of worried as I have to take 3 slices already.
Yeah.
From the previous game. We'll have to see what happens from the 9 to 16, as well as we are going to talk about the other teams. The 7 Cs. I mean, this team has had all its games. Is sitting on 156. R3D Devils with that chicken dinner. They have 3 in total right now. It's the only team that has 3 chicken dinners, but is still lacking behind in some of the aspects, but still is in top 10. That seems like a good thing. Team Hype is down to 11th position right now. Xtreme is on the 12th. Nepali Ho Ni on the 13th. Jyanmaara is on the 14th. TDP is coming out there on 15th. So TDP is safe for now.
Yeah, TDP for now are going to be safe. Wolves Den are going to be in trouble now, but we have to look at Elementrix. Where do they stand to see if Wolves are going to be in trouble. They can actually make it. Elementrix with 117 points, 17th position.
They will make it, love guys.
We'll be needing a head-to-head of Elementrix, and Wolfsden was on 16th, a team that is on the 16th and 17th position, just to see those points are going to make a lot of difference right now. KTM Race is out there on 18, KSX on 19, Damn Class is on 20th, Ultimate Bang is on 21, Team Pyro is on 22nd, Vibes is on 23, and the team that can just play YOLO right now is A1 Esports. Like, you see, Damn Classy, Ultimate Bang, Pyro, Vibes, and A1 Esports are going to be the teams that can just, just play their game.
They'll just play to basically ruin everyone else's day. Well, that should be their objective now, because as you said, YOLO means you just run and gun and spray and pray.
Yeah, and these are the teams, like, ladies and gentlemen, Wolfsden, they had 55 kills, Elementrix had 46 kills, but the point difference in between all the strategies, almost equal damage, kind of, like almost equal healings, 300, like 299 or something, like almost equal healings. Headshots is like almost equal, but then because of this factor, the points are so close. Like 9 points is what Elementrix needs right now. 10 points to just contest them, as the kills amount is where Wolfsden is winning. If it comes to kills, then Wolfsden is obviously winning out there.
Yeah, if in the last game Wolfsden finish in the last spot with no kills, basically they finish 11 to 16, then they are going to be in trouble. But
Elementrix is going to be in a bit of trouble if that happens for them.
On the other side, Elementrix, they just have to climb.
Yeah, I mean, Elementrix has to climb for them, so we'll have to see how it changes everything for the teams and overall. So we'll have to see how, it all matters. But then that is going to happen, I think, in the final match of Erangel.
Definitely. And I think Erangel has to be the perfect map for this. Like,
everyone knows it.
Yeah, it all ends where it all started.
Oof.
And that is going to happen after the break. We'll be right back. You guys stay tuned and keep watching.
हुन्न हो अन्जु माया गरे नि पोइन्ट गरे नि
यस्तो छ गाइज यार KTM X Wolves. Either it's gonna be KTM or Elementrix. Last गाह्रो छ यार. छिमेकी जिउ छैन हो छैन. मलाई पो कस्तो लाउन थाल्यो. यसको चलिरहेछ अनि माया गरिदिएको नि. अयो ए यस्तो भयो कि एलिमेन्ट्रिक्स र अनि KTM Like यो पनि हेरेन यार मैले
in a bit of trouble if that happens for them.
On the other side, Elementrix, they just have to
climb.
Yeah, I mean, Elementrix has to climb for them, so we'll have to out in that area. I mean, look at one thing.
Yeah.
Look at Damn Classy.
Yeah.
They finished fourth.
Yeah.
But no
Zero
points.
kills,
Yeah, 0 kills. And esports for a change. I mean,
overall standing high
some of the aspects, but still isn't top 10. That seems like a good thing. Team Hype is down to 11th position right now, and Xtreme is on the 12th. Nepali Ho Ni on the 13th. Jyanmaara is on the 14th. TDP is coming out there on 15th. So TDP is safe for now.
Yeah, TDP for now are gonna be safe. Wolves Den are gonna be in trouble now, but we have to look at Elementrix. Where do they stand to see if Wolves are going to be in trouble. They can actually make it. Elementrix with 117 points, 17th position. And
we'll be needing a head-to-head of Elementrix, and Wolves Den was on 16th, a team that is on the 16th and 17th position, just to see that those points are going to make a lot of difference right now. KTM Rage is out there on 18th, Team Fire is on 22nd, Vibes is on 23, and the team that can just play YOLO right now is A1 Esports. Like, you see, Damn Classy, Ultimate Bang, Pyro, Vibes, and A1
Well, that should be their objective now, because as you said, YOLO means you just run and gun and spray and pray.
Yeah, and these are the teams, like, ladies and gentlemen, Wolves Den, they had 55 kills, Elementrix had 46 kills, but the point difference in between all the strategies, almost equal damage, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, almost equal healings, 300, like 299 or something, like almost equal healings. Headshots is like almost equal, but then because of this factor, the points are so close. Like 9 points is what Elementrix needs right now. 10 points to just contest them, as the kills amount is where Wolves Den is winning. If it comes to kills, then Wolves Den is obviously winning out there.
Yeah, if in the last game Wolves Den finish in the last spot with no kills, basically they finish 11 to 16, then they are going to be in trouble. But
Elementrix is going to be in a bit of trouble if that happens for them.
On the other side, Elementrix, they just have to climb.
Yeah, I mean, Elementrix has to climb for them, so we'll have to see how it changes everything for the teams and overall. So we'll have to see how, you know, it all matters. But then that is going to happen, I think, in the final match of Erangel.
Definitely. I think Erangel has to be the perfect map for this. Like,
everyone knows it.
Yeah, it all ends where
like
it all
Bangladesh
started. And that is going to happen after the break. We'll be right back. You guys stay tuned and keep watching.
Ludo time re.
Ludo time re कसले भन्यो Ludo time? अरे अनुप सर आज लुडो छैन. ओहो छिमेकी ज्यू रुम खेल्ने भन्न आएछ फेरि लुडो खेल्ने हो. के
अब छिमेकी उसलाई फेसबुकमा एड गर ल अनि खेल्ने. That's shout out रे.
गाह्रो छ यार गाइस.
डी छोडेको डी क्वालिफायर भयो. मिनाले पिएम छोडेको पिएम क्वालिफायर भयो.
गाह्रो छ हो गाह्रो छ 7C बाट अनएक्सपेक्टेड के रे ब्याड मुज ब्याङ्कहरू के लेख्छ हो धर्माती छन् धर्मात्मी होला कोही चिकन खानु त परे भन्दा पनि सब बदनामीहरू भएर अरूले जिते के भन्छ बे जस्ट अ ब्याड गेम होइन इट्स अ ब्याड मुभ बाइ द मिस्टर बोका साले ब्रो हिजोलाई कल हान्नु त They're gonna make it, guys. Oh, the A1 ले चाहिँ लास्टै ल्याङ रहेछ क्या यामा यार आई पनि जानी गएर त्यस्तो उस गरिरहेछ कि अरू भन्दा नि लास्ट धराममा परेको कारण चाहिँ एलिमेन्ट्रिक्स र केटीएम को चाहिँ चान्स छ के तर यहाँमा यस्तो हो नि त कुरा फेरि अब उनीहरूको पनि अब लागि हामीलाई हाम्रो देशप्रतिको माया जस्तै उनीहरूलाई नि आफ्नो देशप्रतिको माया हुन्छ नि त त्यही भएर अफकोर्स अब इट्स अन्डरस्ट्यान्डेबल होइन के हो छिमेकी त कान पनि छोप्ने मुख पनि छोप्ने किन हो यस्तो भाइ भाइ म लास्ट म्याच हेर्न सक्दिनँ अरे ओ भाइ मारो चाहिँ मारो डिभिसले हुन्छ यप दे विल यस्तो हुन्छ टिडिपीलाई टिडिपीको अहिले कति थियो अरे पोइन्ट्स टिडिपीको लागि गाह्रो हुनको लागि टिडिपीले लास्ट बिगार्न पर्छ र दुईटा टिम्सहरूले चाहिँ बब्बाल राम्रो बब्बाल किल्स र पोजिसन ल्याउनु पर्यो
म भनिदिन्छु अब पिएनलाई फोन गरेर
बब्बाल किल्स र पोइन्ट ल्याएर नि गाह्रो छ टिडिपीको 129 छ अब 17 र 18 मा हुनेहरूको लागि चाहिँ त्यस्तै 30 पोइन्ट समथिङ चाहिन्छ त्यो टिडिपीलाई टप गर्नलाई त कति नै छ बब्बालाई किल र उस गरेछ भन्ने मात्रै हो त्यसको लागि केटिएम र उसले दुइटै उस गर्नुपर्छ एनिमी बुझ्दैन उसले नबोलेको ठिक गरे गेम जो टिमले दामी हान्यो भने मात्र कता रोको देखिस अरे आइजा हेर त्यो उस हो नि त यार इट्स अ गेम टुर्नामेन्ट कम्पिटिटिभ
अनि भइगयो त तिमीहरूले पनि लाइक पिएन यो पिएन त किन भन्नु पर्यो भइगयो त इट्स अ गेम के
चिकन खानै पर्छ सर लास्ट टाइम मात्र गाह्रो अब एक्स्ट्रा उसको Hey Jivin bhai, these teams deserves more than this भन्दा पनि हैन actually every Nepali teams deserves it. No hate on anyone. मैले त सुरुबाटै भनेको क्वालिफिकेसनबाटै भनेको सकेसम्म सबै नेपालीहरु पुग्यो भने सही रमाइलो हुन्छ भनेर तर गाह्रो हुन्छ नि
EX लाई हेट गरे हैन पिएन लाई नराम्रो भन्यो भनेर मात्र मैले भने हो
मैले EX लाई सपोर्ट each and everyone
EX लाई सपोर्ट गरिरहेछ
मुला फो SD गेमिङ Oh, Jibin bhai, hello.
70
Hello everyone and once again welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split South Asia Semi-Finals, day number 6, game number 4, and it all comes down to this final game to see if Elementrix can make the push or not, or if Wolvesden are going to stay in the top 16. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, this is Ocean Sharma, and he, after the game, has to eat 3 lemons as of now, but this game is going to decide if that's going to be 4 or is it going to be 5? Because overall,
Alright, so I'm gonna say one thing. Yeah. We both were, not literally, but we both were cutting each other's lemons.
Yeah, he was chopping the lemons.
I was chopping the lemons, he was chopping the lemons. He hurt his finger. Yeah. I got that. But if you're just looking through it, look at the size of lemons that he cut for me. Alright?
I think you cut that one.
Look at the size of lemon that I cut for him. The smaller ones, I'm a good friend. I just cut small sized lemons. And this guy has, I don't know, he is like some gigantic...
See, I'm a winner. I do not know how to lose, so...
Alright, so the deal once again, ladies and gentlemen, was that we had to predict the teams that are going to be on top or on the bottom of our predictions. Big fan my prediction would have landed on top, then you would have had to eat the lemon slices. But it happened vice versa, so... I am the one who has to go for them.
In the last game on Miramar, I picked TDP because of Onto, but he ended up dying, but I still won.
Alright, but for the last match, let's just change the thing a bit. We'll predict the chicken dinners. If either of us teams actually get a chicken dinner, we are gonna, I mean,
they don't have to eat the lemon, but if neither of our teams get the chicken dinner, then both of us will lose. The rules have been changed just because so that Ocean does not feel back. And good luck, by the way, for this one.
Imagine his team gets a chicken dinner.
That's just going to prove how good of an analyst I am.
Elementrix is my pick.
Elementrix is your pick for this one?
They're going to come back stronger.
Alright, so this time around, I'll just pick PN Gaming.
Alright, so this is our picks, but then the final game, like you said, before going to the break segment, you just said Erangel, from where it all starts, and that is just like the roller coaster, the top seater, we curve that there is, and at the end, we are in the final game, ladies and gentlemen, from Milta Power to Query Primorsk. That means Elementrix get their drop off military base, so that is going to be a good thing. TDP can go to their drop. Novo Ripno is going to be out there, but then we'll have to see which teams are going to go to
let's see
if there's a team that's going to be Yasta, as A1 Esports is playing,
really being a stranger.
Goal is just his private jet to stranger, I think.
I don't know, but then we'll have to see which team goes there. As Jyanmaara is the first team to make out an exit, and I think A1 Esports is still going to their drop. Elementrix has dropped out of their plane. We'll have to see when the teams actually drop. As we can see, Mr. Hyozu and DC has also dropped out of their plane. PN Gaming would also like to drop to their area in Pochinki.
Oh, Elementrix, instead of the military zone, they are heading to the northern part of the map. This game just got a lot more interesting because most of the teams are avoiding Novo, are avoiding military base. Oh wow, this is just going to be incredible. This is going to be the best game we have casted so far because the cluster has formed over towards the side of Milta, and I think the fights are going to start at any given second now. And Elementrix, along with DE, once again are moving towards that prison sort of an area. But we have to see, are they going to move to the school, apartments, mansion, or Yasta?
A team that goes to Zarki is going to military base for some reason. I mean, each and every, and the zone is military zone. This is a military zone. This is going to be something really different. For the first time, Elementrix is not going to the drop location, and the zone goes there. That's different. Rising Nepal is once again looking for a fight. DC is looking for a fight, and DC is looking really confident right now. Takes out the best of this fight as DC is being surrounded by the players of Rising Nepal from two directions. Prerak and Alex Whitey on the other side of road. Since he is on 75 HP right now, Sonam can actually spot him, but then Sonam has been spotted. He is down to 10 HP right now, trying to go for a safer spot, a safer area where they can just locate themselves. We'll have to see how the fights just go, as Rising Nepal is kind of at a bad spot right now.
The players from the side of DC, they are chasing Sonam. How long can this man survive? His teammates are quite behind. Oh, Atom with the shot. The nade is just going to blow on him, and Atom is going to get knocked down. He just flinched a little bit. He flinched for a second.
That was just Weirdly, badly, incredibly not really bad. I don't know what that was something that
Dead
just
can
happened.
die,
And now
guys,
the
over.
DC Atom is getting his revive right now. We'll have to see what happens in that situation, that scenario as well. As crazy, he has spotted some players, and he tries to take down one, but then since he has a scar, really sincere for him and would like to finish Rising Nepal's Drivan crazy in this particular fight. So that means the pressure is back on to Rising Nepal. Meanwhile, PN Gaming, your pick right now, is looking really good in poaching. They have nothing to lose. You know what? Previously, me and Thug casted a match of PMCO Fall Split. Right now, where PN Gaming is, there was Mega Conqueror.
Yeah.
And they had nothing to lose. They just went berserk in poaching. In this fight, but right here, Rising Nepal, in their three-player gameplay, three-player game, will have to see how they, change everything for themselves.
Yeah, they have to change everything, but DC, after wiping out the players from the side of Rising Nepal, crazy being taken out. On the other side, Sonam, he looks pretty healthy now, so they can go in for a but even in the early stages, why risk it? You can still go for the points, and Rising Nepal, they are pretty much comfortable as to where they stand in the overall standings. Just gonna pretty much chill in this game, and as I say that, all three players just proning in their respective houses, just gonna stay there. Alex is the one that we're watching right now. Did see the players from the side of DC, so is still looking to see if they left anyone behind. But once again, early game fight, you have to be careful. Your armor could be damaged, your armor could be taken. Talk about taking damage. Private is gonna take a lot, but he is still gonna be standing. KTM, Warred, and Akshay in those compounds. Warred was taken out. Now Akshay is
KTM ko game
taken out as well, but Kagura comes in from the back, looking to finish off the players from the side of KTM.
Shotguns,
that
shotguns
is just unfortunate.
Shotguns are giving out kills right now. That is something. And look at that, the car chase happening as Bang YCL is going out there. Private takes on KTM Warhead, and RBD is really good right now. But Bang has actually, gathered the players. As you can see, YCL and Bikal is out here. Kagura, Private don't have enough loot to actually take a fight in their hands, and I think each and every team is ready for a fight. They are looking for each and everything that they can throw on their opponents. KTM, Suroj is in one side. He can be spotted if he spots out. If he gets spotted out, and if he gets shot, that is going to be the end game for him. As Suroj is just trying to survive for his team right now. R3D Private takes down one more player from KTM side, and it's just Suraj's last person remaining. The end of KTM. The grenade comes. And Bang with a bang ends KTM forever from this lobby right now.
Yes. KTM, the first team exiting, but now R3D, they are going to be trouble. As I was saying, your armor could take damage, your healing could take damage. Pretty much damage, everything's going to be broken. Kagura with that nade is going to be taken out, and Bang LTD jumps down from the house, is going to go for the rush. Private being taken out on Zeal, the only man that's standing, is going to be choked and is going to be finished off in a matter of seconds. But on the other side, he could actually clutch this one out as well, as we have seen. That is not going to happen. Mikal is going to go finish off on Zeal, and that is going to be it for that team. Bang picking up 5 kills for themselves within the first 5 minutes of the game. It is pretty incredible.
Yep, that is true, and we'll have to see how it all just changes, because KDM was a strong team when the day started.
Yeah.
Right now they just got obliterated on the competition. Look at this, PN, look at him. He is solo surviving out there. If he gets spotted by Hunter or Shari, that's gonna change each and everything. As Legend and Polyhang are also out here. Marfin Ninja on the longer edge.
I know. And
P and Ayush is also coming. Blasting her. But a grenade is gonna come. Hunter is gonna go for a nade. If that grenade hits him, that's gonna be something. But then PN goes out. Does not do the damage, but then the guns actually go.
Guys, mere Guras nani aaye chat mein.
Give the perfect cover, but Blend goes down, but still is
one. Oh bhai, maro.
Oh
bhai, maro.
Perfect cover to pop the first aid, but Ayush and Marfin Ninja, can they hold this fight right now? As wrong one. Just lost out their way.
Yeah, now T2K seeing PN Gaming in the distance are probably going to look to avoid this conflict, but on the other side, PN Gaming out.
मारो मुझे मारो नहीं ये मजाक हो रहा है एक सेकंड यार मजाक हो रहा है
And is going to finish him off.
Right now, your match एकदम last push भइरहेछ हैन तर
they have lost one player for
के गर्ने sometimes you have to laugh के hard moment मा पनि रमाइलो गर्न सिक्नु पर्छ.
Head that he spotted in the house right in front of him.
Yeah, I mean that was a head, but then he did not give a headshot obviously as of now. So that was something. But all right, A1 Esports has had a bad run. Can just go for the proper opportunities that they want. But then PN is going for as they spots on one player on P2K and I just just like a perfect crime scene, just leaves the place in an incredible way. That was just something. He just finishes one, sits in his vehicle, just leaves it like that.
तर के गर्नु पछाडी गुरास नाना बसिरहेछ र
southern side close to the Novo Bridge. They just need 10 more points to stay in the top, to make it into the top 16 and make it into the finals for tomorrow, where the top 6 teams will move on to the PMPL, the grandest stage of all, and it is going to be their game. Elementrix, just be careful, play your game. If they crack under this pressure, then all hopes are going to be lost for them. But on the other side, vibes at the military base, as Ocean you said, this is a military circle, so vibes are pretty much going to just chill here for the next couple of minutes until I think the third circle, unless the next circles actually form on the military zone. And DC Steelix OP with that VSS is going to spot out the players from the side of A1 Esports. Stranger, Sinister, and Dante being spotted out in the house right in front of them. Stranger has taken a lot of damage, dropped down to 30% health, but he has the heals. They are kicking in slowly and steadily. The bandages coming in handy for the player, but now DC, the two players, Steelix and Sensei, are they going to collapse on A1 Esports? This could be risky, but they are going in for the flank with that US on them. Calls it
US, exactly. You, my boy, is knowing good things right now of the game, to be honest. But we'll have to see where DC actually goes out of here. As DC, kind of, they have made some early exits out of the matches and all today as well. One match was really good for them, but A1 Esports, the team that can just go all in and cannot be worried about the consequences, is still surviving out here with
in the chat. Hey guys,
what happens, how it all happens, and how it all goes.
Sincere
यो मुना के सारो भएको के
from the side of JM, but Sony somehow
मेरो नाम बिगारिरहेको यो मान्छे त यार अरूलाई उस गर्न पायो भने त आमामा के हो हाम्रो मुनाजीले कसले हुनु नि हो के को बधाई हो नि फेरि छिमेकी हावा
the circle is going to be the priority. The airdrop coming in with the Groza, the armor, a helmet, and the backpack.
Almost zero
the circle is over the military base, is over Novo. Teams will be forced to rotate it, and the only rotations that are available, the safe ones, are gonna be the bridges. Elementrix already making their way towards the Novo from the Novo bridge, and Puffy is gonna knock himself out with a guard.
That was something, but Gunnar has been kind of
I know, Munajile just के सारो उस गरे
to put immense pressure on them as Gunnar takes down and has been taken down by DC Sincere. I mean, the team that started the fight out there in Melta is looking ready and fresh for another fight out here against Jyanmaara. As Gunnar goes down, and I think he will be just taken down easily.
Guys, सबैजनाले बरु एकचोटी #Elementrix
now they are, I thought they're just trying to just stand right next to him and just take some info, like where are your players. And one thing that I am seeing differently is 1971 out here. PN Gaming is right in front of them, right on top of them. But 1971 just trying to go for like whales that they just want to be out inside the water area, not to be spotted as well, and just trying to cross the road. Imagine if they just sit there and they just gatekeep for the other teams that will be in water. They just get easy kills. But for that, they just have to reach into that area as soon as they can. Swimming in water is going to be
like मजाक भन्ने एउटा कुरा हुन्छ हैन त्यस्तो कुरा मजाक गर्ने हैन त्यो हावा कुरा नगरे के
towards the shore, towards the cliff, and spot out the players from 1971 Gladiators. The good thing for them is that PN right now are distracted by the players from Pyro. Mafia Ninja being knocked down. Pyro just playing with 3 players. Kick-Ass, Myth, and Yama are still making work. PN, they are going to be in trouble. Ayush and Afsek, the only 2 players left standing. Can
मलाई पनि मजाक गर्न लास्ट टाइम रमाइलो लाग्छ नि त्यही भएर त स्ट्रिम गरिरहेको छु तर
he goes charges
another
in
level
that buggy, but Ayush is quite close. He still has a lot of damage, but he's going to drop Myth in an instant with that AK Yama, the only man left standing. Kick-Ass is on the other side.
यो मुनाजीले त लास्टै हैन के हेप्न पायो भने चाहिँ मुनाजी चाहिँ जहाँ पनि पुग्छ के
the DP count Ayush being spotted, but Yama did not fire any shots.
Two word हामीले भन्नु पर्थ्यो का
on the other side. The players from the side of PN the Kick-Ass is
मैले रिमुभ हान्दै भएको
is going to be overthrown a little bit, so Ayush does not take any damage. Afsek on the other side does
त्यो भन्दा अगाडिको रिमुभ हान्दै हो पहिला भन्थेन हो यो मान्छेले यो
but will he go for as a grenade? Just barely miss. Imagine that grenade would have been on him and he inside the car driving that car would have actually gone over. Ayush, the information has been given the grenade can do some damage, and yes it does. It actually just misses him, but then on the other side Afsek, the guy that he almost forgot, Kick-Ass, like who has just gone down of him. Ayush outside the circle just trying to get damage on his hands, but as well as ultimate back. This makes up the next the 14 spots. These are top 13 teams out here for you, ladies and gentlemen. 43 people alive.
Guys,
have to see where it goes as a circle. Imagine if this becomes a Brit
There's a Brit circle right now.
Imagine if the circle more and more compresses and there's teams left on the fridge trying to do something.
And actually like that, because fights are going to be pretty much incredible. You do not have nowhere to run. Fighting is the only option, but Sinister with that nade is going to finish off Alex Whitey. But the second airdrop with the Groza again. Alex Whitey from Rising Nepal is on the other side. A1 Esports Sinister is going to finish him off. Knocked him down with the nade, and the barrel is going to do the job to end his life.
Dante, on the other hand, if you just saw, you know, he was just moving into the other direction, and PC has that's incredible, like incredible. This is a really good spot to just sit out here, because you know, on your one side is water. No one's gonna shoot you from water, obviously. And on the other side, it's just right. Is low on HP right now. Stranger is out there. Stranger is behind Sonam, and that's one thing. HP Sonam is just barely surviving. And is the one that can just give cover fires, the adequate cover fires. But right in front of 3 people, I think it's gonna be a difficult scenario. Vibes is out there. Vibes can spot some players from A1. The game can try to end their game, but Sonam has no time for healing, because if the time wasted, the player's gonna charge in. I mean, Stranger's gonna charge in and can just, you know, take him down with just one instance.
Look at this, Sonam using third-person perspective to perfection, basically, and Sonam is going to be in so much trouble unless his teammates actually come in and provide some cover fire for him. Stranger and Dante, they are quite vulnerable as well, because they are sticking in the open. Was that a smoke? Was that a nade coming in from the player? You have to see, that was a nade coming in the car.
Why?
Tire being blown up. I think that was just a distraction. And the painkiller being taken. Oh, that was actually smart. He's going to gain some health over time. And once again, another utility being thrown. I hope that is a smoke. He can actually smoke himself.
Those are grenades. Those are grenades.
He's throwing grenades out.
That's incredible. But what just happened?
What
happened? Wait. No. What?
Okay, Stranger just wrapped around.
Ran around in all of that area, and Stranger like just knocked him down and he's walking for the other fight to actually happen. He has spotted Vibes out there, and Vibes goes on a Sinister, takes him down. A1 Esports is Sinister, A1 kind of in a bit of a trouble right now, as they have just 2 players left. We'll have to see what happens. Anek needs a revival, and the revival is coming in handy right now. But Dante and Sinister from the other side, they are gonna come out here. Smoke has been taken out there, and Stranger is behind the ridge.
Guys, mero uncle in the chat.
They can spot Jerry, OP.
Hello, Leo.
Engage in a fight, that's going to be a question, because they are in the open, the circle just
the circle just leaving them on the other side. P and Ayush is going to be taken down by the blue zone, but A1 Esports, they have to be careful as well. Sonam from the side of Sonam from the same person. PN is going to be this game at the 13th position, but now Vibes, they are setting up the situation to combat the players from the side of A1 Esports. They have to be careful. It is just 2 players in front of them, but this is going to be a situation which is still winnable. So, paying respect to your teammate is a good idea.
This is still a winnable situation, but then for them to win, it's going to take a lot, obviously, because there's going to be, you know, a lot of third parties happening. The people that have to get inside the circle, 16 seconds just left for them to get inside the circle. Dante's out there with that some players, took some shots, and the zone is actually a centralized zone right now. If you just see, this can be a bridge zone, and Knight, the kill can be stolen. Knight is known as right now once again, and I think that would have been enough, but not right now.
Arey Devil sir, of course
it's still safe.
Standby भएको बेलामा चाहिँ अब मोबाइलमा आउनु
another
पर्ने
Groza
भयो
for
क्या रे
itself. Like
अरु
that
बेला
is
त अब
some
इमुलेटर नै
Groza
चल्छ
fest just going out there. I mean, it's just coming out there, and people. We haven't seen a Groza yet in this game. Like no player has looted the airdrop as of now, because that's something. And Vibes Knight's kill has been taken by DE rated sir, not by A1 Esports players. But then all the other players of Vibes are in a bit of a trouble right now. As at one spot it's A1 Esports, on the other spot it's DE and JDOP and again Red Eye are at this area. The Ridge is there to hit them.
मुला हैन अरु भन्दा नि मेरो चाहिँ हैन
goes on by TDP Poppy in the
15
cover by
क्राउड
NX has
चाहिँ
spotted A1
एकचोटी
Esports
थिचेको बेलामा
start.
हुँदै हुँदैन यार
Forward right now.
कतिले
A1
गर्दा
Esports
चाहिँ
is
दिँदैन
spots
लास्ट
of
छुट्या
players,
छ
but will be taken down in the fight. But then JDOP is low on health. 971 Sinistro is coming in from behind, takes down Red Eye, and JDOP is
Momentary
left out there, which is 40
खतराको
HP
छ
with
त
another player.
लल
That is going to be, and let's see what happens as the grenades and throwables are coming in right now.
again
Red Eye,
repeat that
will he
again
be getting a revive right now? TDP gets
Asu
eliminated on
Chaudhary
11th spot.
commentary
It's
होइन
again
के
a
यो चाहिँ watch
fast-paced
party हो
game coming in just because of where the circle is. Red Eye is going to take a nade and he's going to be taken out. But 1971, they are fighting two different teams. D Wado
मेरो कमेन्ट्री सुन्ने भयो हैन मैले प्लेलिस्टहरु बनाएको छु
Saluwaiti.
हल्का फुल्का त्यहाँ चाहिँ मैले पुस्ट कमेन्ट्री हाने हुन्छ त्यसमा चाहिँ गएर देख्न सकिन्छ है प्लेलिस्टमा गएर एकचोटी हेर्नु त PMCO को प्र्याक्टिस स्क्रिम्स को छ अनि PLG को सिजन 1 को छ अनि PMCO को फेरि अर्को प्र्याक्टिस स्क्रिम्स छ यहाँ चाहिँ हल्का फुल्का मेरो टुच्चा कमेन्ट्रीहरु चाहिँ सुन्न सकिन्छ यहाँ चाहिँ त्यही हो वाच पार्टी हो त्यही भएर कमेन्टहरु पढ्ने हल्का फुल्का टुच्चा बिच्चामा कुरा गर्ने सकेसम्म रमाइलो गर्ने
for now R3D Private leading the charge with 407 damage. DC Sincere sitting at 392. A1 Esports Sinister at 391. But JM Wang right now is on a domination, has 3 kills for himself. But DE rated sir. Did he spot the players from the side of Elementrix?
Susan bhai arcade khelcha arcade.
They have to be careful about that. They have made their way from the Nova Bridge and are now in those compounds. You guys can see them, but DE, they have the advantage of the ditch, but the cover is just not going to be available if they actually get backstabbed now.
Elementrix is still looking at a good spot right now, as we just saw them earlier. A1 Esports is Stranger, the solo survivor from A1 Esports, just surviving for his team.
Oh,
has
Susan,
a 9
very
right now.
well.
Takes down Jyanmaara. Sonim, as the fights are still happening. Salty and DC. These guys can get engaged with each and everyone if they just try to go for it, as the zone is going to approximatize circle right now. Salty has been spotted a lot of damage.
Oh, meet the counter fire reaction bata.
Takes on Steelix.
दुईजनालाई डाउन.
Just one spray, 2 players have been taken down.
दुशनलाई चाहिँ तर एटमले डाउन गर्न सफल भइरहेछ.
Atom, but this gives time for Nima to just move in forward. That movement can actually make or break the game for them, as they have spotted one more player. Atom is low on HP. Atom is taking the zone damage, and so is Pro Noob right now, as they were trying to overcome it outside the circle, and Atom gets spotted by Salty Nima. DC Sensei is down, DC Steelix OP is down, Pro Noob, and one more player is out there. But then are they gonna go for it, as Atom actually takes a fall as well? Pro Noob will be going for a revive, but just 2 more seconds. Salty Nima just moves forward, just rushes in, charges in right now to take the fight in their hands, and 2 players have obliterated the competition, and I think damn classy. Yes, they
first game
as just 2 players take everything in their hands.
Elementrix need to be in the top 3, just reach the top 3
Elementrix
to make it
into
the top 16, because they need 10 points, right?
Yeah.
They are sitting at 117. The team in front of them is 126.
Yeah.
And they do not, Wolves Den is the team there, and they do not have any more games remaining. They have already played all their games. So Elementrix, they just need to hide and make it into the top 3. We are down to the 8 teams. We are down to the 7 teams. Team that was taken out. They are still being safe. This could actually work out for the squad. But now, out in the open, they have to watch out for the bait. Shagar is going to be knocked down. This could not go in their favor. Mr. Yuzu is so low. Orange is the man that's left standing, but the revives are going to come in.
So TJ with ATM go for it. If that shot lands, one more shot if that lands, I think that's going to be the end of 1971. But meanwhile, Elementrix always takes down one player. And this 6-time spray was incredible from his side. I mean, when you just crouch on that something, and he strips it to Rated Sir, and once more A1, like that 6-time spray going out there, and Pupu Man finishes Illusion, so 97 goes down. But look at that. This is one bad thing about the Brit Circle. Rising Nepal's players that are out there. That's
guys, once again, #X.
Elementrix.
3 more teams get eliminated now and they make it.
If 3 more teams gets eliminated, they are gonna make it. They have 2 points
Yeah,
already.
two.
Jyanmaara is out there with 7 points. Solty squad with 5 points, and Deadeyes Guy is out there with 6 points. Who is gonna with a chicken dinner? Who is gonna be the team that dominates the end of the day? That is a big question in the minds of everyone. Just guys, comment down your favorite team if that is alive out there, and if you think that Elementrix is gonna make it out there. Jyanmaara is out there for a backstab. Sonim just reaches really close to Elementrix's players. Chala and Wong are also coming out. They will have to
Extreme the free
Look at this! Look at this! Extreme is
oh boy, he knows.
Like, you can just go there and literally say hi. How are you doing? How was your performance? And that is something that's out there happening. I mean, what?
Both of them are like, alright, let's just chill here. I won't tell my teammates that you're here.
No, probably kidding. It's okay.
Imagine if Salty is this.
Oh no, JM
This is an important one as Elementrix needs to make their way. Jyanmaara's Sonim right up front. T2K Polihang in behind that area, and Salty Nima trying to make up their perfect wave as if they want to get inside the zone. As the zone favors Jyanmaara. Rest all other 4 teams are outside the circle. What's gonna happen as the countdown enters 3, 2, 1, and the zone just barely starts to move, and so do people start to move, start to drive, start to swim. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, we have to see what's going to happen. Jyanmaara right on the seashore. They are going to take some damage from the players on the bridge, but Elementrix Orange and Mr. Yozu are going to go in on players on the bridge. Salty squad was the players. They are going to drop a few, and Poo Man is going to drop Extreme Rusin, the only man left standing for the side of Salty squad. T2K being taken out. Just one more team leaves the game, and Elementrix, they make it. Deadeye Guys was taken out as well. Salty Nima being taken out. Yuzu is going to drop E-rated. And I think Elementrix, by now, they do have enough points to actually make it, considering where they stand and how many kills they have.
We will have to see that at the end, because right now
8 and 5.
Alright, they have made it, but then let's see if they get a chicken dinner or not, because they have done a lot of homework for this situation, for this scenario right now. You can see 4 teams out of those 4. One is inside water, that is Sonam and Predak. They cannot pop their heads out. Will they be getting their kill? Salty Rusin is moving forward. The solo survivor from Salty squad right now with just barely 20 HP has only first aid bandages. Will he be able to go for it? Is trying to spot some players, as well as Elementrix has all their 4 players left. And then Rusin, that should not have happened out there. He just gave up his location, and that is going to be the end of him as Elementrix man takes down the kill, and Sonam goes down, as this is going to be a 4v3 situation if anything happens, as R and Sonam goes down. Predak still inside the water area, the water words. We'll have to see what happens as Elementrix is Mr. Hughes who goes down by JM Wang. Will Jyanmaara go for a push right now? Poo Man is low on HP right now, real low. Orange also goes down. Poo Man and Shaka, 2 players remaining. One has a 75 HP. It's we'll have to see what happens. Wong also goes down. The grenades are coming handy. This grenade can do everything, as Orange is low on HP right now. Shaka still sitting at the back end of the fight. And look at Predak. No one just spotted him. He has covered the whole distance of this river right now and is ready for a backstab. This can change everything for Elementrix as well, as easy backstab on Jyanmaara Chala. The factor is, will he spot them?
Yeah, will he spot them? Predak can chase this entire situation, and Elementrix can get the chicken dinner in the last game. But Predak has to go on the move now. He is going on the move. T'Challa, if he gets taken out, the players from the side of Jyanmaara, they will get distracted, and Elementrix will have an opportunity to go in then. But Predak, will he engage in combat? Because T'Challa is so close to him. The fight is happening right on the riverbank. Elementrix going for a wrap on the players of Jyanmaara. Right on the other side of this rock is Wang. Sugar fires the shot, misses a few, but Sugar is going to be taken down slowly. But the players are there. He has his teammates, 2 players being taken down. Sonim is going to be taken down, and Jyanmaara gets wiped out in an instant. Now Predak is the only man left standing between Elementrix and the chicken dinner, and it is going to be a 1 versus 4 fight. While 2 of the players from the side of Elementrix are really low.
He's going for his grenade. What did he just? Was he just pulling a pin for himself? I am not giving kill or something, because he's outside the circle. 30 meters is the distance that he has to get inside the circle. I don't think so. He's going to go for it, because he is just going to be out there. He has no first aids. His vest is totally damaged. His helmet is 50% damaged, and the grenade is for him, I think so. Or does he has a fight left in him? He's still thinking, having second thoughts about the fight, or what? That is one thing that I'll want to see, because Elementrix is ready for it. Predak, is he gonna go for his grenade, or is he gonna go for someone else? That is one thing that we'll have to say. The circle is just gonna touch him. I think the circle has just touched him. So that's gonna be something. He's gonna lose health points as well, as right now he is outside the circle. Just gonna stay here. He's gonna dance out there. He is a taunt right now in the face face of Elementrix, and he ends the game outside the play zone. Rising Nepal finishing second, but Elementrix, first position, and with that.
And Poo Man stepped up big, 5 kills for the guy. Elementrix with a total of 8 kills, 28 points in total, and Ocean, you finally get a victory.
For the first time, my predictions are right. I'm happy.
That too, that was supposed to be the hardest one.
I'm God. What can I say? I'm God.
Dude, the ratios aren't my favorites. 3:1. So.
I hate this guy. I hate this guy.
Guys, hashtag Nepal.
I get him happy. He gets happy for a second. I just bring him down in an instant. But talking about bringing it down, Elementrix brought it down on everyone in this game.
I mean, the best thing was the rotations. They knew when to rotate. They knew how to rotate. They did it right. For the first time, not dropping at military base with them.
Not dropping at military base when the circle was on military base.
Yeah. That was incredible by this team. Like, hats off to Poo Man. Hats off to Shagar. Hats off to Mr. Hughes. Like, the players knew their role when they had to do what and how they had to do it. Hats off to Rising Nepal's Prerak. Like,
the waves coming in towards the end. That was just incredible. And what is funny is that him and Xtreme were actually like in the water together, and Prerak somehow makes it.
Yeah, and Prerak, he just, you know, traveled all of the distance and for Jyanmaara, and that was just a game-changing. Well, like I said, that would have been the game-changing. Whereas he was behind them, he could have distracted them while Elementrix was going right in front of them, and that actually put Jyanmaara in a bit of a trouble. But I think if we are going to talk about the overall kills or something, I think Jyanmaara can take the lead because they might be having good kills. Rising Nepal has just won. That can change everything, but then we'll have to look for that in the overall standing. But if anything, I think Poo Man will be the MVP of this game. Yeah,
Poo Man definitely has to be the MVP. With 5 kills, did so much to pull his team from the tough situations in those final fights. Especially, talk about this. Elementrix, they were out in the open area. The bank that they were on actually was facing towards the bridge. So they had to be careful as to not to take any unnecessary fights from the bridge. Where Salty Squad was there, players from RN were there as well, but they were forced into water by the players from Salty Squad. So that was an interesting situation in itself. But the way Elementrix, the way this team rotated and played for placement, I would have to say. Because the moment they made it into the top 3, they could have just let it go and just slid off into the background.
Yeah, but then they were like, let's just go all in, leave everything behind.
It's like the ballet way,
to make a statement, and we are gonna go by making a statement, and that's what they did. Did not get the last kill though, but still that was incredible. Let's just go for a head-to-head to see the first match that everyone knows was Elementrix and Rising Nepal.
Guys, you didn't see everything
as well while we were talking about that, and I think, if anything, this game changes everything from Elementrix now on. As you see, in this particular game, they had 8 kills. Rising Nepal had 1. But in that 1 kill, they had 624 damage. That was pretty good. But 1074 for Elementrix, it's a good number.
1000 damage in 1 game. 8 kills coming in for them, and distance traveled. Look at the distance traveled.
They dropped in a different location, so that had to be one thing. But then, out of this 26 kilometers for Rising Nepal, I think most of it was covered by water only, because you remember,
most of it was
remember Rising Nepal's players were right next to Salty's players when they were inside the water. So there was that thing
just
as well.
Swimming together, just chilling for a bit in the water, and that was an interesting situation because one perfectly cooked nade right in the water with the low drop coming in. Could have actually basically
brotherhood
all the players in there. I
think brother यस्तो हो के जति नै दाजुभाइ हैन जति नै झगडा गरे जे भए पनि दाजुभाइ हुन्छ
के. Yeah, you don't get the kill, but you get 2 kills of the players that are in there.
Yeah, let's just talk about the MVP of this game, like the player who actually dropped each and everything out there that was given to him. So that is going to be, if none other than Poo Man. Damage was around 400, but still, see, the team was playing in a bit of a trouble out there. They did not want to engage in most of the fight, but still in that
Poo को सधैँ यस्तै हुन्छ के ड्यामेज धेरै हैन किल्स धेरै हुन्छ
ड्यामेज हुन्छ किल्स धेरै हुन्छ
kilometers of the distance. The team count solely had 10 kilometers, so that's good.
Yeah, that is definitely gonna be good. And 5 kills with 395 damage just means that he was making sure that if he saw anyone take some damage from anywhere, he was gonna go for the finish. And that is just incredible. That is just making sure that you are making the opportunities that are being handed out to you count. You're making them matter. And with that, let's have a look at the game standings and see how the other teams fared out. Because Elementrix is going to be the team sitting in the first position with 28 points. Jyanmaara taking the second position with 19 points. Rising Nepal dropped down to the third, even though they finished second with 15 points to the name. Deadeyes Guys, they are going to be fourth, 14 points coming in. Salty Squad, fifth position, 13 points coming in for this team. 1971 Gladiators take the sixth position, 9 points. Vibes and Team T2K are going to be 7th and 8th respectively, both the teams with 7 points on their side. Now moving on to the bottom 8, we still have to see as to how the other teams did. Ultimate Bang, 9th position, 6 points. EN Gaming, R3D Devils, Damn Classy and A1 Esports are going to be 10th, 11th, 12th and 13th respectively. All the 4 teams having 4 points to their side. Team Pyro, 14th position, 2 points. Trusty Process and KTM Rage on the other hand are going to be 15th and 16th, 1 point each, but Trusty Process,
competitive
now.
Every team kind of is at a safer spot. If you're looking, see, a team that can do
classic ma ta lugera khelnu parcha bhaneपछि अब competitive
I mean every team kind of has
एउटा strategy
we'll have to take a
कुन
look
चाहिँ
at the
को जान्छ र हो
overall
भनेको
standings
त्यो
also, like, in a
डाइरेक्ट
bit, but then
इभन श्राउड
we'll
को
talk about
PUBG
that.
मोबाइल मा श्राउड को कुरा त के गर्नु हैन त्यही पनि अब
Everything changes for
PUBG ले
some
नै
teams
हैन
in just a
PUBG ले
second. You
खेलेको
kind of
हेरे
know that you
PUBG ले
have to
खेलेको
play
भन्दा
safe,
श्राउड ले
and
खेलेको
that's
हेरेको
what
छ
the
उ पनि
team
सधैँ
goes
उस्तो
for. The
गर्दैन
final
नि
circles went for
हल्का
the
भन्ने
fights
उस्तो
as well.
भइहाल्छ नि
When they knew they were kind of safe,
strategy
they
हो
went
के
for much more destruction that was just given
इट्स
to them.
कॉल्ड
They started fighting when there were
strategy
only 4 teams left, and that is actually smart. Until that point, if you are, see, I always used to say that, and I still say it is, playing for placements is the better decision, because overall in the long run that actually works out, because instead of risking it and getting eliminated early on wherein you're only
दिमाग लगा
with
पासा
like 3 points, 1 for
हैन जे जस्तो भयो नि गाइस
or 5 points,
उसै
1
गर्नु
for
हुँदैन
placement,
के
4 for kills. It is going to be better to finish in 14th
कम्युनिटी
with
भनेको
14
हामी नै
points
हो हैन
and 0
सो
kills
हामी नै
every
टक्सिक
single
हुन
time,
थाल्यो
or
भने
10
कम्युनिटी
points and
कहिले
0 kills every
बढ्दैन
single
कहिले
time, 'cause in
बन्दैन
the
के
long run, if you play 6 games, that's like 60 points in each, and you are not gonna
अरूले
finish
भन्छ
with
नि
0 kills.
नेपालमा
That's
गेमिङ
the
कम्युनिटी
thing.
छ र
You will
गेमिङ
get some
कम्युनिटी छ
kills
र
along
भन्छ
the
नि
way, so
अब गेमिङ
That is
कम्युनिटी
true. Now
भनेको
let's
हामी
just,
नै हो
have a
हामीले
look at
गराउने
the
अनि
top
हामी नै
five
अनि
players
त्यस्तो
overall,
भन्न
all the
थाल्यो
stats
कसरी
that we're
भन्छ
gonna talk about. So
लाइक हामीले भन्छ
of
सोसाइटी
this
इज ब्याड
particular game, like in this game,
आखिर
because
सोसाइटी को
man had a good impact, but then on the other
कुरा
hand,
त्यस्तो
if we're
हुन्छ
gonna talk
के
about
ओहो
all other
रेटेड
things,
मुला
if anything, I'm gonna say there was a
ज्यानमारा
damage chart
वाङ
and
एन्ड
all of
सेकेन्ड
that.
निमान
But then,
थर्ड्स
rated
DC
Church is
Sincere
out
से
there
कहाँ
on
हटाए?
618 in his damage. Wong was out there on 564. Nima was out there 551. Sincere is on 511. But this was one thing. Pupu Man had incredible kill number, 5 kills, but he had 394 damage. So that actually, shows out here that there were some other teams that were ready for the fights and throwing all the damages that were out there. So we are gonna go for this. We're gonna compare this, but then now let's just compare overall stats and all those things, like which team is going where and which team is standing out, because those numbers are going to matter a lot.
Definitely, those numbers are definitely going to come into play as to see, because the top 16 teams are going to be playing in the finals, but teams lower than that are not going to make it. So PN Gaming, the first team on the first position, 243 points. Other than no other team has hit the 200-point mark. And look at this, 160 points for placement. 83 kills for this team. This team has everyone in these semi-finals basically, but the pressure is going to be there for the finals. It's going to be a whole different level. Moving on, second position being taken by 1971 Gladiators, 191 points. Rising Nepal is going to be third, 189 points. Deadeyes Guys is going to be fourth, 185 points. Salty Squad is going to be fifth, 174 points. Team T2K is going to be sixth, 167 points. INES 7th, 162 points. T2K had 167. And Rivals X just 1 point short, 8th position, 161 points. So moving on to the next 8 is going to be the last set of 8 teams that actually make it into the finals. It's going to be R3D 9th position, 159 points. Jyanmaara 10th, 7C 11th. Hive making it 12th position. Xtreme is going to make it as well, 13th position. Elementrix make it after this game. What an amazing run for this team in the last game. 14th position. Nepali Ho Ni 15th, and Trusty Process is going to be the last team to make it in the PMCO's 2020 Spring Split South Asia Finals on the 16th spot. Moving on, let's have a look at
no idea.
hard time. Are not going to be making it, but I'm pretty sure they're going to come
for
back
KTM Race
again
Ultimate
the
Bank,
next time
Pyro,
and
Vibes.
stronger than ever before. It's going to be
GG's guys.
Wolfstein just barely not making it.
KTM
126 points
बनाएन
on the 17th spot. KTM Rage on the 18th. KS Axe on the 19th. Ultimate Bang on the 28th. Damn class.
Volley छैन होला सायद, no idea to be
on the
honest.
22nd. Vibes is on the 23rd. And
बाफ्रे बेले
on the 24th position.
I mean, this was incredible. Elementrix once there was a moment that they were purely qualifying, and right now they're sitting good at 14th position. That did not do it. I'm just gonna say one thing. They reached out here from the qualifier stage to the semi-final stage. That means they had that power, they had that firepower, they had that positive mentality in them. And if anything, these teams
you're top 16.
Be one
Yep,
of the
they
teams
are the
that
top
we
16.
are gonna see the next time. And these teams are going to be one of the teams that are going to be at that position where either PN Gaming is right now, where either Rising Nepal is right now, where either Jyanmaara is right now, or Elementrix is
Nepali
right now. All those
I think
are going to be either one of these names. And these teams are going to be like, yes, we made some mistakes in the past, but now will be our time to shine. Because this is what one thing that we learn from each and every game as well. You have a chicken in one. You don't have a chicken in the other.
दुईटा
1971 INES होला.
Yes,
DC के भयो?
You see those mistakes once you actually have the experience, because as you said, they have the firepower to actually make it into the semi-finals. Let's leave the semi-finals. So just to the group stage, thousands of squads, thousands of players in multiple matches, and then you actually but for now, let's have a look at the head-to-head between 16 and 17. What separated them? Wolfsden leading 55 to 50 damage. Wolfsden leading once again 11,877 to 10,815. Healing done. Trusty Process has the lead over there. 7,148.99 headshot. Wolfsden take the charge 15 to 7. Chicken dinners, Trusty Process have one chicken dinner, Wolfsden have none, and the points separating them were just 4 points.
I mean, these 4 points are going to feel like an eternity right now for the team that is on 17, that is Wolfsden. But to be honest, that gap, if not today, it's going to be filled next year in the next competition, even in any competition that comes out there. So that is going to be a good sportsmanship, to be honest.
That is definitely going to be a good sportsmanship.
Like
and if you guys are wondering why Ocean is sitting there with a bowl of lemons in his hand, is because now he's going to eat 4 lemons.
And you're going to eat one.
Yeah, I'm going to eat one because I just lost the last game.
This is give me
one.
So can we have my close camera?
Guys, tequila and noon bande
Are you really bad with the expressions or something? Alright, so first one coming in, and I hate my life right now.
You're the one who had this idea in the first place.
I had a better idea. I had a Szechuan sauce idea.
That actually would have been worse. Imagine having now this is proof that I'm the better analyst, because you were flaunting the best caster thing. Yes, I won. I feel like Rocky Balboa. But now, once again, while Ocean does this, let's have a look at the head-to-head on... okay, we'll do it after Ocean is done eating this. We'll have a look at the head-to-head between the first and the second team in the overall standing and see how they are going to do, how they're going to fare out tomorrow. Because right now, this is going to be the history for them going into the finals on the 22nd and the 23rd. And PN Gaming, 83 kills, 1921 Gladiators, 76 kills, damage done, PN Gaming leading, healing done, 1971 Gladiators are leading over there, because this is the thing, we have talked about this earlier as well. 1971 Gladiators like to be the aggressive team. On the other side, PN Gaming, they go for the late game aggression. So headshots, PN Gaming leading over there as well. Chicken dinners, 4 chicken dinners for PN Gaming. 1971 total points, 243, 191 PN Gaming just won that one. And these were but once again, it was the same way with esports, wherein
I would like to see INES Badrev did not play today, right? Let's just see a head-to-head of INES Badrev, the one that had maximum kills, to a second player that was in the overall kills or something. Like, what difference did it make for Badrev? Because that guy had that guy had an incredible amount of kills. So where is he standing right now when you compare him with the other players. But while that gets ready, I've had two.
He has had two.
I'm gonna have the third one.
Yeah, have the third one.
Nepal
And
Tiger.
But
Lol.
sitting at 37 kills right now. Second player is
यिनीहरुमा अझ म देखेकै नरहेछ लाइभमा उलाई
and we will be looking at a head-to-head between these two players because the damage is heavily leading on Badreev's side.
Damage is heavily leading here as well.
Comment गरेछ job deal.
Okay, Ocean, wait for the fourth one. You and I will do that together. But moving on, Badreev did not play today, still sitting at 37, and we were talking about this as well. I think Abhishek from PN was actually second.
Guys, I'm not an auntie.
But today AJ is sitting at 32. From Soti squad, he did a lot in today's game and actually pushed his team really up in the overall standing. So we will be looking at a head-to-head between those two players, so AJ and INES. As to how these two players actually fare up against each other.
Okay.
Don't drop it. Okay. You drop it.
It's still okay. I've
Wait,
had three.
time out
This is
This is going to be the final one.
I hate it.
Bro.
Sorry. Alright, so how did you feel by eating just one?
Why the
After two, I did not feel anything, to be honest. But then the damage that was spent out here between the first and the second players, Badreev and Solti, AJ 37
damage
AJ 8189 damage as the stat we compared. But healing, if you're gonna count come in the counter, you're gonna see
Dai तपाईको एउटा
healings
सानो बनाउनु
happened
त
less by the side of Solti. AJ obviously he was just popping out some heads and was trying to go for all the fights that he could take. And the distance is 100 plus for both of them. But 107 is a lot when it comes to, traveling in all the maps and all those.
Anything over 100
फाइनल
is
कहिले
gonna be
बाटो टु बी
tough.
अनेस्ट आई हेभ
But
जेरो
look
आइडिया
at
अबाउट
this.
इट
This is
2
where
दिन हो कि
things
3
sort of
दिनको
change.
रेस्ट छ
Average
भन्ने
survival
सुनेको थियो अघि
time.
भर्खर कमेन्टमा
18 minutes to 20 minutes.
स्योर छैन
Yeah, and
That's like a two-minute difference
22 more
between these
banana
two
final.
players. And
1 minute 20 seconds, like 1 minute 27 seconds to be precise. But then one thing that there was
आज कति हो
that if you
भद्रको
see
ड्यामेज हेर न
27 kills in that
आज
survival
18
time,
है
yeah.
32 kills in that, so that means imagine if this guy had survived
As
2 more
18, yeah.
minutes, he would have had much
22
more kills or
months final
something or
level.
something, I don't know.
I guess he could have
2
had,
day
but
rest रहेछ
to get the kills, you need to do the damage as well, and damage, as we can see, is clearly favoring Badreev. But then let's have a look at the top damage dealers from the overall and see who all are going to be there, because we are pretty sure Badreev is definitely going to be number one.
Yeah.
8,100 damage. The closest person is like 2,100 behind him.
रामचन्द्र बानिया ब्रदर एकचोटि माथि कमेन्ट हेर्नु त मेलोले राखेको
on the other
टक्सिक
side. On the third position is going to be T2K Chari with 5,629 damage.
बांग्लादेशी हो आईएनएस पनि बांग्लादेशी हो अनि अरु त्यहाँ भएको नामहरु सबै नेपाली हो
4,939 damage, and fifth being taken by 1971 Sallu YT with 4,678 damage.
I mean, these were some incredible days of the competition that we have seen. A person dominating the feed, the kills
Still रेसिङ गर्छ तर केही थाहा छैन भन्छ
team that dominated
अरे
each continuous back-to-back
मलाई थाहा भयो रेसिङ
series
गरे
and
हैन
gaming.
मलाई थाहा
I'm
पाउनलाई
just
रेसिङ
wondering
गरे
what
त्यही
thing is
रमाइलो
finals
गर्नको
gonna
लागि
bring
रमाइलो
to us.
गर्छु
We're
भने
gonna go
रेसिङ
to the
गरे
team
हैन
slot
रमाइलो
after the teams that are
हुन्छ
going to be
भने
playing out
रेसिङ
there for the finals
हामी
right in front of
अर्कै
us.
छौँ के
I mean, but this is the
Assis,
PMCO.
hello, let's
South
talk
Asian
together.
Finals.
Assis, we not playing.
We talked about this yesterday as well.
Yeah.
अब चाहिँ गाह्रो हुन्छ के किनकि अबबाट
like
साउथ
they are
एसियाबाट
gonna be
चाहिँ
out
हैन
there,
उहाँले
but
टप
the
6 विल
Team
गयो
Xtreme India
टप
slots and
6
South Asian
and
slots.
अब चाहिँ
This
you don't have to
combination
hate
is
anyone
gonna
हैन
be
they
PMPL South
everyone
Asia
needs to play
overall.
their own
And
game
that is just going to be incredible. 6
Yeah, मलाई
slots
त्यो
to the
लड्की
teams
हैन
from
हौ
South
so
Asia, 9 to the teams from India, and top 5 slots. Those are going to be
Bot हो के?
seeded to the teams that were
Scam
top
हुन्छ
5
अहिले
basically in the PMCO 2019
के
ball
लिंक
split.
हालिदिन्छ अहिले
But
एकछिनमा
once again, when the finals happen, the objective
Kima?
totally changes, because then it's going to be being in the top 6
take
that
comment.
matters.
Yeah.
And the history basically is going to be history, just like what
Deeply
happened
taking
during the group
close
stages,
up
stayed in the group
Keeping
stages,
close up
semifinals was totally different.
अरु भन्दा नि यहाँ हेर
Finals
नि
could
यार
be something
इन्डियाको
else
लागि 9
entirely.
वटा स्लट
And we
छैन
could see
साउथ एसियाको
anyone
लागि चाहिँ
take the
6
top
वटा
6
के
spot. 7 Cs could be there. Hype could actually make it.
One position, and even like in the final game of now, what
Yeah.
happened when Elementrix just came up a slot. So even a single point is going to matter a lot in that scenario, and that single point, one mini mistake can take you up. One mini mistake can actually maximize your chances of going down as well. So It's
एक त
gonna be
पहिले
a
त्यो
top
नयाँ
side
सुनेको
because
छ
उसको हेर्ने कपिराइट लाग्छ के सर इन सर फेरि
top seater we and it's going to be
के भन्यो
intense
किशोर
action
कावाले
coming
के
in towards
सुन्नु
the final.
द बेस्टको के द बेस्टको द
This was
बेस्ट
Warren Super Johnny John.
लाइक
That
नेपाली
is
लोकमा
Ocean
भन्छ कि
Sharma. We are signing off for the semi-finals. You guys return for the finals and take care till then. Bye-bye.
मलाई
बाइ बाइ
आफ्नो उसमा पनि हालेछ कुन चाहिँले यो भिडियो त यार हाल्नु त नहुने हो तर हालेको रहेछ भाइ साहब 2018 को मलाई यस्तो भोइस मन पर्छ के लाइक रक टाइपको
यो मेलोलाई मैले
अरे भाइ अरे यहाँ त्यो उसो काम पाएको छैन यो स्ट्रम चाहिँ को स्ट्रम हो नुब्रा स्ट्रम हो कि अर्को स्ट्रम हो
संसारमा बनाउला हामी आफ्नो सहर
पानी को बोल्दै जान्छ
बिहानी रोकिरहनु जाए उदाउ मेरो जीवन
मामा उसको गीत त उसैको एक्सको याद आउन थाल्यो मलाई त कडा रहेछ जस उसको आफ्नै
हेलो ओ किशोरी
के हो हेप्नी
अति मेरो क्रसको प्लिज सबैलाई नसुनाउनु त प्लिज प्लिज आँखा लगाउँछ अरूले
ए है
ओ माय गॉड
उसको क्रस अरे हो अब त
मेरो मायाले मलाई डीएम गरेको छ उसले प्लिज हामी डेटमा जाऊँ भनेर भ्यालेन्टाइनमा चुप लाग्नु तल हटाउनु
भिडियो च्याट पनि हुन्छ यो गुराज नानी जसरी
ओभर हाम्रो डिपलप परिसकेको छ प्लिज रिमुभ द्याट प्लिज हटाउनु दे यार सबले आँखा लगाएर यार
ओके यसमा चाहिँ मेरो पर्सनल चाहिँ यसमा अति बढी न्युज भयो अहिलेको चाहिँ सही छ
कसलाईको जिराको छौ त्यति छ जीवन केर नफाल अमूल्य यो समय भो सबैको साथ तिमी मेरो मुटुको फुल जीवन साक्षी छ
बिटहरु चाहिँ रमाइलो रहेछ त्यो बेस छ नि बेस पनि रमाइलो रहेछ
त्यस्तो टाइपको
त्यो सुरुमा त्यो न्यानो घरमा थियो नि त्यसमा चाहिँ जस लाइक रक टाइप भए पनि इट वाज यसमा चाहिँ हल्का अलि बडी नै उस गरेको तर राम्रो छ इभन द आई डोन्ट नो शिट अबाउट म्युजिक हैन
किशोरजी तपाईँ पनि जानु अरे जर्मन गट ट्यालेन्टमा कसम होला अडिसनको
अरे डेभिल सर
घर फर्किने टिकट पैसा
मलाई बोलाएको थियो कि डेभिल सर मलाई आइज भनेर बोलाएको गर्छन् के तर म जाँदिनँ भनेर बसेँ यहाँ PUBG खेल्नु पर्यो डेभिल सर
टिकट पनि आफै काट्दिन्छ घर फर्किने प्लिज तपाईँ
ए पे यार मुनाजीले हेर गाइज हैन मान्छेहरु हराउँछन् अनि यसरी पेल्न पायो भने चाहिँ नि यसरी फुल्काइहाल्छन् हो हेप्न र पेल्न त नसकिने
किशोर यहाँ फक भइहाल्यो क्या के भयो न
के भयो
अन्डा खसेर फुट्यो
लल जिजी
शिट यार
म त किशोरको भोइसले गर्दा लाइभ हेर्छु अरे भाइ ओ भाइ ब्रो भोइसले गर्दा लाइभ हेर्छु कसम हैन होला म त माके छु कहिले त आफ्नो भोइसले म आफै तर्सिन्छ त्यही भएर अनि कहिले बोल्दा फेरि ओ भाइ मैले किन अरूलाई मेरो बोली सुनाइरहेको छु जस्तो लाग्छ हौ
कसको अन्डा फुट्यो अरे
फेरि यो गीत सुन्नु पर्यो
कुखुराको अन्डा
दिदीकै हो तर दिदीको घरको अन्डा फुटेको है गाइस चेक भयो जिजियनको भोइसमा यार जिजियन नभन न यार जिजियन भनेर किशोरी भन न किशोरी
हैन के
नाम पनि छ नि
त्यो चाहिँ कसले बिहानमा लगायो कि त्यो नाम चाहिँ
वे केमा
मेरो नाम चाहिँ कसले बिहान लगायो त्यो नाम त कहिले भने जस्तो लागेको थिएन नभन भनेर भन्नु
हेल्प गरेको हो अनि सोल्टीलाई सोध्नु न हौ गाइज हामी सोल्टीको होइन त हामी जिजियनको यु आर इन अ रङ प्लेस
कसले त्यो नाम लेख्छ भने म त डाइरेक्ट भनिदिन्छु टाइम आउट मात्र होइन उसै हानिदिन्छु
किशोरको भोइस पो नराम्रो त गाइज किशोरीको त राम्रो नै छ
त्यो मान्छेलाई मैले डिस्कर्ड सर्भर म्युट हानिदिनु पर्यो होइन हामी चाहिँ किन अझै लाइभ गरिरहेको सकिसक्यो त
गीत बजाउँदै हामी त्यसले मेरो एक्सको तपाईँलाई कपिराइट लगाउन लाउँछ होइन भोलि
मलाई गीत गाउन आउँदैन कि मलाई त्यो टोन सोन केही नै आउँदैन कि
जिजी नेपाल खोजेर प्लिज
सागर ब्रो लाइभ छ
गीत बजाएको छु
लाइभ त टन्नै रहेछ नि त Let's go. Yep, guys, road to 2K, he is almost there. यो धन्दै उसको च्याटमा गएर हालिदिइरहेको मैले ल गाइस लेट्स गो Congratulations. Hashtag congrats लेख्यो guys.
तार रिलिफ जुन एउटा प्रेसर थियो त्यो एउटा रिलिफ भयो एउटा खुसी एउटा थकाइ पनि आयो
गाइस गएर सब्स्क्राइब पनि हान्नु है
कति घण्टा प्रेसरमा बस
congrats from
अब जीजी सरको सोल्युसन नै मलाई आउँदैन गाइस जम सबैजना जम
सबैजना जम
गाइस रेड भन्ने कुरा सबैजना जाने हो के 52 जना हुनुहुन्छ नि 52 जना उता गएर सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु लाइक गरिदिनु
जिजी नेपाल रेड
यो 14k यो आज 41k पुगिसक्यो यो ब्रोको कसको ए यो ब्रोको अफ कोर्स अब ल जिजी नेपाल होइन के कंग्रेचुलेसन भन्ने आहो गाइस कहाँ यार ल हेर फेरि सबले जिजी नेपाल लेखे
थ्याङ्क यू जिजु किशोर सर थ्याङ्क यू
लाइक र सब्स्क्राइब पनि हान्नु लाइक र सब्स्क्राइब पनि हान्दियो 1.95 अलमोस्ट 2K गाइज ल त्यसको साथै फेरि
खुसी हुने बेला झन् खुसी बनाउँछ किशोर सरले है
अरे सर
बच्चा राख्दैछु है त आँखा लगाइरहेको छ
फाइनल कहिले हो थाहा भएन
म गएर ल हामी जो जानु भएको छैन गएर फेरि लाइक सब्स्क्राइब सबै गरिदिनु म पनि अफ गर्छु कि स्काउटलाई पो रेड हान्नुपर्छ क्या गाइज
रिलिफ त भएन
स्काउटलाई रेड हान्नु क्या गाइज गाइज
सबैको च्याट हराउँछ
बोलाउँछ र यत्रो वाचिङमा गरेर रेड हान्नलाई
उनीहरूले त्यो सोचेर
हल्का फुल्का त दिमाग त छ हो मेरो
त्यो सोचेर उनीहरूले साथ दियो कि धेरै खुसी
अडिसन राउन्ड अघि हेरेको थियो नि त हामीले
सायद उनीहरूले हामीले त्यहाँ ल्याङ गर्न सक्थ्यो त
मिस्टर वाइज भाइ भन्ने कि ब्रो भन्ने उसलाई पनि रेड हान्दिउँ होइन अनि पछि अफ हुँ है गाइज आजको लागि
कहाँ छ तपाईँको मिस्टर वाइज वेयर
वान चाहिँ आज लाइभ आएन चाहिँ क्या गाइज उसलाई पनि गएर सपोर्ट गरिदियो अनि पछि यहाँ हाम्रो
हे नचर्सी त जहिले के जे पनि म निभाउँछु
अनि डु सब्स्क्राइब दिस च्यानल एज वेल है गाइज अरे यो मेरो नाम किन बिगारेछ बे साँच्चै मुनाजी हजुरले मेरो नाम किन बिगारेको के म अचम्म लाग्यो यार आइ एम टेकिङ दिस पर्सनली है मैले मजाक गरेँ होइन
थ्याङ्क यू भनिरहेछ तपाईँ के साह्रो हो
के हो गाइस 3 जना मात्र जिजिएन नेपाल भन्छ यार मुलाले
जिजिएन नेपाल त हो नि
जिजी नेपाल होला नि हौ
जी 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 के पो भन्नुभयो तपाईँले त्योभन्दा अगाडि
जिजिएन नेपाल भन्यो भन्दैछु यार ए कोही नजानी
तपाईँ
हेर
कोही गएन तपाईँको स्ट्रिममा छैन होला मान्छे
रेडको काम होइन यहाँ 55 जना देखाइरहेको थियो क्या ल के छ रे गाइस आजको लागि यति नै रेड भन्ने कुरा यसरी हुँदैन एनिवेज थ्याङ्क यू फर बिङ हियर रेड स्काउटर त्यही बाँकी छ होइन आमामा छिमेकीज्यूले स्ट्रिमै गर्दैन के रेड हो न उस हाल्छ भन्नु हौ ल गाइस थ्याङ्क यू फर बिङ हियर थ्याङ्क यू फर द सपोर्ट सी यू गाइस नेक्स्ट टाइम आडियोस सायनारा बाई बाई